hello, 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 hello. Good evening, 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 good evening. I actually just got finished putting together some cameos, and I came in because we can't miss Monday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again, live from Indianapolis, Indiana, as the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to take on the Indianapolis Colts in your 2022 NFL Week 12 Monday Night Football live game highlight commentary. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? What's 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 going on? All right, it's been a beautiful morning. I actually took a nap between the hours of 6:47 and 7:53. So I am somewhat well energized here this evening to deliver you Monday Night Football. God damn it, we are here in the building. I hope you guys had a good Monday thus far. Peyton put 5 on it. Said it's time for the Matt Ryan and Pickett to throw one pick each and secure you $400 on the Underdog Fantasy app. And you are, gosh darn it, you are absolutely correct. Head over to Underdog Fantasy right now. All right, click the link in my description. Head over to Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Adonis, and they will match whatever deposit you put in up to $100 there on the app. You know what I'm participating in? I'm participating in the Pick'em. And let me tell you something right now. I've got 3 parlays going, and one of them so far will not be working in my favor. Why is that? Because Kenny Pickett decided today he's actually going to try to incorporate Deontay Johnson, who should have been in the Pro Bowl last year. So I've got 3 parlays going. I was supposed to only have one going, but gosh damn it, Underdog Fantasy app is so magnificent, I could not keep only one parlay open. I've got 3 going. All right, first and foremost, here is my first. On my 3-leg parlay, I have Steven Sims under 10 receiving yards. I have Chase McLaughlin. Let me try to get this forward. Over 2 field goals made. I got Gunner under 12 receiving yards. I feel confident with that first parlay, but here is my second. This is where things get tricky. Steven Sims, Matt Ryan over at least 1 interception, Gentry and also Gunner under 10 receiving yards. So pretty much I'm gonna need no production from these 4 individuals, and I'm gonna need Matt Ryan to do what he does best: turn the football over. And the last one, which will be interesting, I have Kenny Pickett. Despite the fact that he is the quarterback of my Pittsburgh Steelers, he has turned the football over quite a bit thus far this season. I need 1 interception from him. I need Matt Ryan to also throw a pick, and you can see it right there, straight out the gate. Deontay Johnson's already got 2 receptions. I need him under 5 here today if I want to cash out with $500. Jonathan Taylor, I need him under 3 receptions. And last but not least, Pat Freiermuth, who apparently never seems to get the football until the 4th quarter. I need him under 5. All right? Well, I should say, absolutely under 5. So one way or another, we will see how things play out for me, and hopefully things work out ever in your favor. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. Download the app. Participate in the Pick'em. It is my personal favorite on the app. And gosh darn it, you can mess around and win. And make sure you let them know that I sent you. Nathaniel put 2.79 on it. Said, "Sac passe, boss. Your team better win." You're goddamn right, my team better win. Funeral Services put 2 on. Said, "You guys play the Falcons next week. Do y'all win?" God damn it, they better win. If they don't want Mike Tomlin to have a losing season, they're only allowed to lose 1 more game if they don't want Tomlin to get 1 losing season under his belt. So we will have to see how things play out. Hit the like button if you have not already. Make sure you go and you hit the like button. Robin is in the building. Benny Boy, KT Chris, MLK, and White, Valorian, No Cap Guns, Malone, Basili, Tim in the building. Peyton Patuon said, "Sounds like we both rooting for some gifts. Donations. Ain't that the truth?" Akeem, Manny, Shovel. Oh, where is Kenny interception going? He's going to use his feet. Fun fact, I could have possibly made a wager on Kenny Pickett utilizing his legs here today, and I believe picking up 22.5 yards. But I said, you know what? Yesterday, I bet on Aaron Rodgers having to pick up just 3 yards for me, and that did not transpire. So today, despite the fact that Kenny Pickett be on the move, what's the probability of that working out in my favor? Boom. Says, what team do I want to win? The Pittsburgh Steelers, of course. The Pittsburgh Steelers, of course. On 2nd and 12 here, already inside Indianapolis territory, Kenny Pickett driving his team down the field. They are currently at the 37-yard line. There's Pickett over the middle. Who is that? Pat Fryermuth to set up a 3rd and manageable. Kasha in the building. Jasir, what is going on? K-Dub, Manny. C. Brown, do your own research. In the house. Shane, what's going on? The Proud Prince Cruz. Let me know right now who you guys got winning this game in the comment section. You rolling with Pittsburgh or are you rolling with Indianapolis? Let it be known in the comment section as we speak. Who do you have winning this game? Julio? Said, sorry you missed me at the weekly EBG meeting. Well, you didn't miss me. I would never be in attendance. 3rd and 2. Pittsburgh looking set to pass. Pickett looking, and he's got, oh boy, pass is broken up. And now they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. What do you know? They were trying to find Sims. What is this incorporation of having Sims here in the lineup here? Why has Sims been on the field so much so far? He's got 3 receptions already. What is going on? Or he's got one reception for 3 receiving yards. Now they're incorporating Sims? What do they know that I don't know? Matthew Wright still out there at kicker because Chris Boswell is injured. 45-yard attempt here to get Pittsburgh on the board, ladies and gentlemen. 45-yard attempt to get Pittsburgh on the board. Now we'll have to see. And they've got 3. It's through the uprights, and it is good. Pittsburgh is finally there on the board. Oh, my. Somebody, JJ saying that we're going to OT. Okay, that's interesting. Tyrone Rule said, sorry you're late. You're here with your girlfriend at Pizza Hut, but you are here. Well, I appreciate you being in the building. Basili said that Dominic Mysterio is wearing the Ultimate Simp shirt, I'm Your Mommy shirt based off Eddie Guerrero's I'm Your Poppy shirt. Yes, I have the Eddie Guerrero I'm Your Poppy shirt. Indeed, I do. Indeed, I do. Jeff Reviews in the building. What's going on, brother? My condolences once more. Bronze Boy said this is Matty Ice's breakout game. Oh, my. Will it be Matty Ice's breakout game? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. In fact, I would hope that that is not indeed the case. I would need it to not be a breakout game. I need him to continue to turn the football over. That would be very nice. But only time will tell. David said, are we getting lit tonight? No. We'll resume with the shenanigans there on Thursday. I need me my water. Benny Boy said the Whole My Nugget Studios is here. Indeed it is. Tim said No Nut November is almost over. There's going to be explosions everywhere on Thursday. Wait, what is that? People participate in that? That's some sort of cult or something? Noah said, what's the score? Man, if only there was a way to identify the score. I wonder why that is. It turns out that Noah is probably on the 14 grams of what?
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
What's wrong with Noah? You know what the goddamn score is. It's on the screen. What's wrong with him? But leading the Indianapolis Colts is Jeff Saturday in his 3rd game, starting here as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, wow. He's got the most game played by a head coach as a player. Oh, my. The more you know. He's won a Super Bowl and also was participating in a lost one as well. And I believe he played 1 or 2 seasons. No, it was 2 seasons that he had. No. It was 1 season. I believe he played 1 season with Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. Jeff Saturday. I think I think it was 2 seasons because he was there at the 2012 Pro Bowl. Obviously, he couldn't have been in the 2013 Pro Bowl with Peyton. Let me see. How many seasons did he play with Green Bay? He played 1 season with Green Bay. And it was a Pro Bowl season. But here comes the Indianapolis Colts offense. Hector said, who's playing? It is the Amsterdam Admirals and the Ram Red Fire that is going on right now. It is that is what's going on in this particular game. Hit those like button, man. We got 350 in the build. Can we hit that like button? Can we get to 200 likes? Come on now, hit that like button. Matt Ryan over the middle. Pass is broken up and nearly intercepted. On his first pass of the game, pass was nearly ricocheted and intercepted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. What is going on? They were throwing the football to people I don't need to have the football in their hands. His first look was at Pierce. I feel like there must be some sort of conspiracy because they started putting some questionable characters up on the pick'em. What is it that they know that I don't know? Second down. Here for Matt Ryan. They are currently at their own 34-yard line. Macho Tom Patuan said, acknowledge Colts Nation. Hopefully we shall be acknowledging you guys on the L train. Here comes Matt Ryan. Steps up in the pocket, looking left, and the pass is intercepted. He's giving out gifts. Donations. Matt Ryan on his second pass of the game throws an interception. Interception song. Macho Tom, let me tell you something right now. You guess who's acknowledging Colts Nation? That's the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Yoshin. Interception song. These songs of interceptions is all I ever had. Matt Ryan's a bum. You want to know why? Because he's throwing picks. He picks. Interception. A pick. Interception. And ladies and gentlemen, on the Underdog Fantasy app right now, like I said prior, we have Matt Ryan turning the football over. Oh my, somebody just flipped. And we've got one lock thus far in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We got Matt Ryan, interception. We also got, if we scroll a little bit, we've got Matt Ryan, interception. You love to see it. Beautiful. What? Oh. Beautiful interceptions. And now Pittsburgh got to turn it into points. They've got to turn it into points. Sir X Gemini. Pafavona said, a lot of Colts fans don't know this, but Jeff Saturday was once cut by the Ravens before getting signed by Indianapolis Donkeys. Is that right? Well, the more you know. The more you know. Did not know this. Oh, my. 3rd and 5 here. As Pittsburgh looks to answer. Yash, Pafavona said, Twat Ryan intercepted already. Wants Steelers to win this for once so they can get a later draft pick. No, Henry. Oh, my. Somebody's conspiring so Pittsburgh does not excel, so your Cincinnati Bengals can possibly vie to take over the division. Alongside, the Baltimore Ravens, of course, but Pittsburgh shall rise again. Kenny interception. Looking towards his left. He's going to run. Gets a block from Najee Harris. He's going to dive for a first down. I should have went on Underdog Fantasy and utilized Kenny Pickett for over 22.5 rushing yards. I should have did it. Knowing that young man likes to run, I should have did it. But you guys can, for the next Pittsburgh Steelers game, make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to Underdog Fantasy right now. Use the promo code Adonis. They will match whatever deposit you put in up to $100. And make sure you participate in the pick'em, and you can possibly mess around and win. The link is in my description. Now, Gus Bradley, former coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the Indianapolis Colts defensive coordinator. What will he be doing here today to stop Kenny Pickett and the offense? Well, Kenny Pickett's going down with a sack at the 30. The Colts get home and take down the fresh-faced Kenny. Kenny goes down. Down goes Kenny. Boom Bots says how much time is left. Currently, right now, there is 56 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. In fact, I think time has actually doubled. There's 136 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 43% Steeler fans in the crowd. Well, you already know Pittsburgh travels well. Hand off to Najee Harris. It looked like he had a chance for a big run if he was able to get by Stephon Gilmore, but that did not happen. If Stephon Gilmore does not come down and make that tackle, this looks like it could be a touchdown for Najee Harris, but his dreadlock powers was canceled. And now it's time for defense. On third down, what will Kenny Pickett do? Yeah, it says Peyton Sackforce. Peyton Sackforce picks. Put Pickett under pressure. He's a game manager, not a game changer. Well, he's only played, 6-7 games thus far? Give the man a chance to mature. Remember what we said about, there's a sack. He's down at the 40, and they out of field goal range, unless they're going to try like a 50-yard one. But give the man a chance to mature. Because I've said this before, and the best benchmark for watching players mature is Josh Allen. Josh Allen looked like an absolute mundane, run-of-the-mill, slightly below, if not maybe average quarterback his first year and a half in the NFL. Now you look at him like, oh, man, I want to have that guy on my football team. You got to give people a chance to mature. I say give a quarterback 3 seasons. If a quarterback can't figure it out in 3 seasons, it's time for a change of scenery. Now, if you give that quarterback numerous different offensive coordinators, i.e. Alex Smith, then they're dealt a bad hand. That's a goddamn shame. Pittsburgh could have pinned it at the 1, but these guys have absolutely no balance. After a turnover, the Colts are able to bail themselves out. You got to give a quarterback at least 3 seasons to figure it out. A running back, give them 2. You can't figure it out after a couple of seasons, you might want to start putting that foot to the fire and say, hey, perhaps this person's not the truth. Now, if they break out, that ain't no problem. However, for the only position in the NFL that I believe that you have to immediately come into the league prepared, ready, and ready to tear up the league, that is at running back. If you at quarterback, you've got 3 years to figure it out. You don't figure it out from then, hey, we might want to start looking in a different direction. Sam said Baker Mayfield had 5 different OCs. Correct. There's a lot of quarterbacks that were dealt a terrible hand. However, despite the fact that your offensive coordinator, the pieces around you may be relatively garbage, you have to show signs, you have to show flashes that you can indeed be a capable quarterback as well. Because guess what? Generational talents find a way to win despite who the hell's around them. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to pull off W's with below average pieces all the time. That's incredibly difficult. But you've got to have the level of awareness. You've got to have those intangibles. You've got to have what appears like it looks like as if you have what it takes to go out there and get the job done. So that's necessary. Julio said, hell, Derek Carr had like 9 different OCs. Brutal, man. And here's the thing with Derek Carr. Derek Carr, before he broke his ankle, was well on his way to an MVP season. So you can extend a little bit of grace because when injury happens, for example, somebody like Carson Wentz, people are holding on to that 2017 season because he would have been the MVP that year had he not gotten hurt. And truly, in my opinion, Philly would have still won the Super Bowl even if Nick Foles never stepped in because Carson Wentz showed absolutely no signs of slowing down that year. They were firing on all cylinders. So with that being the case, sometimes when somebody gets hurt, you can extend grace and say, man, I'm really hoping you can get back to form. So you gotta give, players a chance. It's seldom do you have these players just step right into the league and they immediately on fire. Hell, even at wide receiver, it's a passing league now, so it's a bit easier for the wide receivers. And college, programs play much more of an NFL style than they did in the past. That's how you can have a Justin Jefferson, a Jamar Chase, a lot of these different receivers step onto the scene and immediately start looking like all pros, if not already been named all pros. So since that's the case, you have to extend some kind of grace to, young players coming straight out the gate because it's not always going to look great. Or you can have magical, seasons to start your career and then all of a sudden things go downhill. How many times you see, defenders come straight out the gate? They look like, man, this person's going to be something special. And then all of a sudden they don't do anything. They look like beasts, and they fall off a map. So you got to make sure that you have a contingency plan if people do not come through. 2nd and 4 going to lead to a 1-yard carry here for Indianapolis, and we're headed to a quick 3rd down. They are moving rather fast here on this drive. They really don't need to rush to the line. They could take their time. I'm very confused. I understand that Jeff Saturday wants to go up tempo, but what is going on here? What is going on here? Like they're just now approaching, if I'm not mistaken, a minute on this drive, and it's already third down. Take your time at the line. It's third down. Don't rush this play. Take your time at the line. You know Ryan's going to throw. He got to get rid of that football. Here comes a rush. Golly, there's Edmonds. They got him. They got him. Down goes Ryan. He's got to get rid of that football. What the hell was that? Hey, let me tell you something right now. The Indianapolis Colts, when Ryan was at the helm before he ended up getting benched, if I'm not mistaken, they led the league in turnovers. I cannot confirm nor deny whether they are the league leader in turnovers right now. I can't recall. But I do know at one point they were leading the league in sacks allowed. You have to recognize the down and distance because Pittsburgh, although TJ Watt had been missing a shit ton of games thus far, they still were in a situation where for the past 4 seasons, they led the league in sacks. They know how to get after the quarterback, and they've got TJ Watt back now. I'm not understanding why they're having, plays in which Ryan's not getting rid of that football quick. Oh, Sims got a chance here. No, he doesn't. Down he goes at the 38. I'm very confused. Macho, let me know something, because Jeff Saturday is an O-lineman, all right? And he steps in as head coach. He's got to have that unit up front prepared. What is going on? Why are they holding the football that long? Don't get me wrong. Pittsburgh's tied for third in the league with interceptions, as a defense. But they ain't no way. You don't got no routes that's set up on a 3rd and 3 situation to get rid of that football quick. You got to have something set up to get rid of that football quick. I don't understand that. What's the game plan there? What's the game plan there? Oh, I should be turning. Am I changing different colors? I should change a different color. Oh, I didn't change any different colors. Usually when I plug in the charger, I end up changing different colors. That didn't happen just now. Pittsburgh had the most of those interceptions from Burrow. Indeed, they did. But once TJ ended up leaving from the lineup, it became very difficult. And that's one of the reasons why you need one of those generational players on your team. They absolutely shift things. A lot of people think a defense is just filled with great players all over the place. Oh, you'd be surprised. All you really need is one player to get things going, and it's a domino effect. Get an Aaron Donald on your defense. Watch how regular, average, run-of-the-mill defenders all of a sudden start looking like they all-world talent. Take that generational player away, everybody looks average. You're like, wait, what the hell's going on? Cameron Hayward, in my opinion, for the last 7 years, has been the second best D tackle in the league, only behind Aaron Donald. Take TJ Watt's production away, and now it's just Hayward having to hunt on his own. He now goes from great to just very good. It happens across the board. It happens across the board. You'd be so surprised. There are people who need somebody to go out there and compliment you. All right? If we're going to talk Colts, Robert Mathis, Dwight Freeney, both those guys are dogs. Hall of Famers, in my opinion. Have one of them play without the other, they're still very, very good. Very, very good. Great? As great as they were? Probably not. You need people to complement each other. Fletcher Cox has been an absolute beast, but personally, I think Hayward has been better. Darius Leonard plays linebacker. But yeah, you need people. You need people. You need people. And it's no slight on players. You need guys who show up and play at a higher level. You need guys who show up and they're the ringleader of your team. You need those. You need those because people complement each other. People complement each other. Nine I'm W said Gano. Somebody's got Gano on the mind. Adrian Patuan said Micah Parsons. Yes, he came into the league looking very good. And tell you the truth, Micah Parsons this season has been looking well as well, right? Now, Micah's had a good, what I believe will be a good 2-year campaign. He's got to keep this level of consistency moving forward because people are looking at Micah Parsons like, man, this guy's a generational talent, whatever. Let's just say, matter of fact, I don't even want to use Micah Parsons. I'll use Devin Bush. Devin Bush's rookie season wasn't great. It was very good. Tore his ACL his following year. He's never been the same since. He's just now getting back into form. And still, people are running rather impatient with him. Get the first down, George Pickens. Don't try to do all this extra sexy stuff. Pick up the first down, go down. Be a possession receiver. Be spectacular when you need to. There's some times in which you don't need to. What happened to Stephon Tuitt? He retired. His brother died, and then he retired. So I completely understand why that is. He retired. And he started dealing with some injuries here and there. Stephon Tuitt was very, very, very good. In fact, I believe that Stephon Tuitt was this generation's Steelers version of like a Aaron Smith. But he couldn't stay healthy. So because that was the case, and then ultimately extracurricular things happened, like his brother dying, he retired. Micah needs Brian Burns. Actually, that'd be very good for Dallas. That'd be very good. Chris Jones disappeared after he got paid. Oh, he did for that season. This year, Chris Jones playing like an all-pro. Chris Jones playing football this year. Chase Young injury, similar situation. He has some insane production with health. Correct. When Chase Young comes back, they're going to expect him to be the Pro Bowl defensive end that he was before he got hurt. But Chase Young, granted, Washington has won 6 straight. They look like a playoff team. They play like a playoff team. So Chase Young, for all intents and purposes, because they've got things rolling, they can prolong when they want to bring him back. So he can come back fully healthy and not have to rush back. However, they have to extend grace, knowing that he's been out for a while. He's got to work his way back in. Watch what happens with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, generational quarterback. He's got the goddamn talent. You've seen it on the field. But he hasn't played for a year and a half, 2 years. Really, 2 years. So when he steps back on the field, people are just going to expect this man to step in there and look like the league-leading passer that he was, a couple years prior. But he hasn't seen the field. You got to wait to see that develop. So there is that. And I believe this should take us to the conclusion of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you right now what my progression is looking like on Underdog Fantasy right now. Of course, with Matt Ryan's interception, we have ourselves a lock. So, on 2nd and 10, oh yes, this will be the final play of the first quarter. Let's see what Kenny Pickett goes with the football. Oh my. Throws it in the backfield, and Mans is absolutely blown up to close out the first quarter. Now, let's take a look at what my Underdog Fantasy parlays are looking like right now. I've got 5 for 500 here. Pat Freiermuth, I need him under 5 receptions for the game. He's got 1. Jonathan Taylor, I need him with lower than 3 receptions, and he's got none. Deontay Johnson had 2 receptions on the opening drive. He's had none since. Matt Ryan, I needed an interception. He gave that to me. And Kenny Pickett, who I also call Kenny Interception, we'll see if he throws an interception at one point throughout the game. Next up, then I have Steven Sims with under 10 yards receiving. He's only got 3. I need Pierce to not have 3 receptions. He's got none. He did have a target on the first play of the game the first offensive play for the Colts. I've got Matt Ryan's interception already locked in. I need Gentry and Gunner both under 12 yards. And then last but not least, I need Sims under 10. I need Chase McLaughlin with 2 field goals. And last but not least, I need Gunner under 12. I'm feeling comfortable. But we shall see how things develop, and you too can participate in the shenanigans, in the bonanza on Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis, and they will match your deposit up to $100. Make sure you go and participate in the pick'em. It is my personal favorite, so you head over there and make sure you let them know I sent you. Kai Brown, for 5 on, said, you just had your birthday on the 19th. Been watching since 2017 and have enjoyed every moment. Thanks for 5 years. Hey, man, happy belated birthday, Mr. Kai Brown. Happy birthday indeed. The game guy, put 2 on, said Mayfield had the O-line this year. He plays scared. He had the O-line in Carolina? Did he really? Mayfield, I can't say Mayfield plays scared. I think Mayfield plays very aggressive. Him and Jameis Winston have the same gene, where they try to do a slightly too much because that too much tend to work out the vast majority of the time in college and high school. So now you try to translate that. Oh, this is an interesting commercial. Come on now. And it translates to the league. So, I should say they're trying to translate that to the league. So there is that. Sir X Gemini put 2 on, said, fire Greg Roman. Oh my. Fire Greg Roman. We shall see. We shall see what transpires. I mean, hell. The Ravens offense is I can't say, they've been calling for this man's head for some time. But who's the alternative? Who would you take as the alternative? And Jay Spark put 5 on, said, who do I prefer? Oh yes, the cool Pokemon trainer profile photo. Always enjoy seeing that profile photo in the comment section. Who do I prefer? Forgive me, Father, for I have Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, or I'm sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty. Well, it would have to be forgive me, Father, for I have sinned if I had to choose between those, because I personally, I've never said the word. I've never really been fond of the word daddy. People always say, so what do you call your father? I've always called my dad, or I've called him father. I've never said daddy. I've never said mommy. Maybe when I was a baby, perhaps, but I've never really been fond of those those their words. I never understood. Perhaps that could be toxic masculinity, but I've never been a fan of those particular words. I mean, hell, if other people want to say it, that's not no problem for me. I'm not so freaking arbiter of people's speech, but that's just me personally. Net Strike said, you're feeling oozy. Well, there it is. Macho Tom said the Sean Taylor tribute wasn't enough in your opinion. Oh, we spoke about that last night during the live. Man, it was slap in the face, truly, in my opinion. 52-yard attempt here for Matt Wright. Can he put it through the uprights, or will he give the Colts a short field? And the kick is through the uprights and good. Wow. I'll be damned. It looked like it was hooking right. There's no wind inside that stadium. Hell of a kick there to make it a 6-0 game. And now that actually makes me wonder, because will Indianapolis get into field goal range to put in 2 field goals? Perhaps I should have selected Matt Wright. I said Matt Wright. Matt Wright up there on the Underdog fan. Oh, he doinked it in. Well, I'll be damned. He actually doinked it in. They playing the check down game. Indeed they are. He doinked it in. Cameron Hayward wiping his, I would say forehead, but he is wearing a helmet there. Steelers need a TD. That would be nice. Because 2 field goals means absolutely nothing if the opposing team scores a touchdown. Points are points. Points are points. But early on, if you're starting, points here during the game are field goals, until it becomes a 2-possession game, you can never sit there comfortable. Peyton said, I need them checkdowns into an INT. Oh, my, this man is begging for 1 interception from Kenny Interception. We shall see. We shall see. But there was a successful doink there from Matthew Wright. Oh, my, what is going on with Najee? What's going on with him? Something's going on with Najee Harris. Oh, maybe it was just a matter of him trying to get down the field. I'm not too sure. Captain Espanol said this is going to be a high defensive game. Well, I can't necessarily say it will be a high defensive game, because I can't really say that Indianapolis defense has been playing relatively well, per se. They did put together a hell of a campaign following that interception. However, their defense outside of that drive didn't necessarily do much, because Pittsburgh has been able to, find themselves in field goal range on 2 different occasions. But there was that one drive, they did a hell of a job. But we need to see how they play following there. Kid Dynamite said you need JT to explode and Najee to chill. We shall see. Ryan said, if Canada is gone after this year, who's my ideal candidate for OC? If the Buccaneers' future endeavor, Byron Leftwich, I would like him to be in Pittsburgh. He's backed up Big Ben before. He's played there before, so he has an idea of what's necessary for Pittsburgh to excel. I would like to see Leftwich there. I would not have a problem with Leftwich coming in. I don't necessarily need a quarterback that's going to be playing the whole spread 'em type of situation and everything. I need somebody who can set up the run as well. So I would like to see a phone call to Mike Munchak, bring him back to get that offensive line back to what they needed to be. I would rather a run-centric kind of offense that utilizes the run and then goes towards the pass second. So I think Leftwich on the line. I would have Leftwich as one possible candidate. If for whatever reason Eric Bieniemy can leave Kansas City. I think he's only going to leave for a head coaching job. If he was to become available, then I would like him to possibly get a phone call as well, but I highly doubt that one would particularly happen. There is one more name that is escaping me. One more name that is escaping me around the league who probably can relocate. There's one more name. Golly, it escapes me. I'm thinking division to division. Which guy would be moving? No. Ryan, actually, yes, I do believe Kellen Moore can become a head coach next year. I am not too sure. Oh Lord, wait a minute. Is the center's down again? No, Greg Roman. Greg Roman, I'd actually decline. I don't think I would want Greg Roman in Pittsburgh per se. I don't think we have we need an offensive line coordinator first before getting somebody like Greg Roman. I think Leftwich and Bieniemy can work with the offensive line we have now. I think Pittsburgh would need a better offensive line for an offense like Greg Roman. So no, not gonna happen. Bill O'Brien, if he were to become, actually, Bill O'Brien. Actually, I think I can work with Bill O'Brien as an OC. I can do that. Brandon, oh, you better stop it. You better stop it. Brandon Staley as the OC. Listen, I will go to Pittsburgh myself once more. And that brother, blade of Captain Levi would be inserted into one of his arteries. I do not need Brandon Staley out here calling plays. No, thank you. I am not interested. No, not happening. Oh, that reminds me. Let me hit up Mr. No IG to send me the link of those katanas, because I did hear, send me the link of those katanas, because he did mention they are 30% off, and I would like to get myself one of those. That would be nice. Yeah, Staley's a defensive guy, if I'm not mistaken, but he be calling plays and all that other stuff. Is just too much. And Drew McIntyre, so that would be nice. Peyton said, relax. Oh, no, I'm going to give me like 17 of them. What happened to Kelly? What happened to Kelly here? Ryan Kelly went down. Did he? Was it non-con? Did he just? Oh, my. Damn. Man stepped on his leg. That's pain. Golly. That's not pleasant. If Todd Bowles leaves the Buccaneers, do you think Eric Bieniemy becomes the head coach for them? Could, but I'm honestly not sure. Lucas said, how's my day been going today? It's been busy, but I can't complain. I enjoyed it. I actually didn't get a chance to go and swim this morning because I had to go ahead and record a video because I knew I was going to be outside of my crib. So tomorrow I'll be hitting the pool, returning back there, and then also oh boy, here comes the sack. Matt Ryan evading, and he's going to run. Can he beat TJ Watt? He finds Pittman to move the chair. Oh, but there's laundry on the field, though. Oh, Lord, there's laundry on the field. I think they're going to rule it incomplete. Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete. Oh, but there's a hold. Wait a minute. Now, that makes me wonder, with them, if they had ruled it incomplete, would Pittsburgh have accepted the penalty? You got to make that sack, though, by Sutton. You can't possibly miss that. You got to make that sack. And tell you the truth, that's a good holding call from Indianapolis. Better to hold than to give up a sack. But now that makes me wonder, if they had ruled it incomplete initially, would Pittsburgh would have declined it? Oh, well, there's the reversal. There's the reversal. There's the reversal. Usually when you make your decision on a penalty call, it's final. But there's your reversal. Mans said, I think I'm good on that. You guys had messed around, and it's actually going to be ruled an incompletion. All right, cool. So we won't accept the penalty. How about we decline it? You guys go ahead and punt. Hey, we might just mess around and see a punt block here. We might mess around and see a punt block here. Adrian Patuan said the NFL is going back to running the ball. Going back to running the ball? I think it varies team by team. Throwing the football is still going to be very, very big. Throwing the football is still going to be very, very big in this league. Who would I rank Survivor Series War Game? What do you mean would I rank it? Amongst all-time War Games matches? I don't think these War Games matches were all-time classics. Sean Payton to the Steelers. Art's gonna make that. Oh, well, now, okay. But listen, Sean Payton is gonna be the next head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. I do not think Payton would return to the sideline to be a coordinator. Now, if he were to step into the coordinator role, he would get my phone call for Pittsburgh. The reason why I would not bring up Sean Payton is the fact that I believe that it's going to be a lock that he's going to take Brandon Staley's job in Los Angeles. But I can't envision a circumstance in which Sean Payton steps away as a head coach because behind Belichick, he was the longest tenured head coach, and then it followed by Mike Tomlin, right? So I don't see him going from head coaching for the Saints that long to now stepping on the sideline as an OC. I don't see that happening. Why aren't the Colts a run-first team? Here's the interesting thing. The Colts are a run-first team. But for whatever reason, their philosophy this season has been, hey, Jonathan Taylor coming into this year was the reigning, defending, rushing champ from last year. Yeah, let's try to throw the football again. Why? I don't understand that. Very confusing. Very confusing. Silver Beast put 2 on it. Said rank top 3 WWE factions. The Bloodline, Evolution, DX. That would be actually no. The Bloodline, DX, the Shield. Actually, you know what? I'll move the Shield because when we consider the top belts that they got on there, so I'll say Bloodline, DX, Shield. No, pardon me, Bloodline, DX, Evolution. Because you got to consider the gold and the impact, so that will be there. Oh, we've got the Spam Bot had showed up in the building. Hello there, Spam Bot. I appreciate you popping in, but you got to go into timeout, buddy. New Day. New Day. Would I have New Day usurp? You know what? Because I don't necessarily. I don't categorize New Day as a faction. You got to count them as a faction. They're 3 people. You have to count New Day as a faction. But, oh, wow, Kenny Pickett going deep for Pickens, and he does catch the ball there. I'm surprised he did not call offensive pass interference there. I saw the extension of the. I gotta see what's going on here. I want to see if there was an offensive pass interference here because I need to see what this looked like. It looked like it was offensive pass interference. There's the hand. There's the hand. He did do a push. Hey, listen, the referee missed one there. The referee missed one there. He may not have used a lot of strength, but there is a push that's there. That's an offensive pass interference. 4 Horsemen is WCW. And NWA, really. That's an offensive pass interference. It's a hell of a catch by Pickens, but that's offensive pass interference. That's interesting right there. Listen, I'm a Steelers fan. That's offensive pass interference. And don't get me wrong, Pickens has all of the intangibles to be a very, very special wide receiver, but that should have been an offensive pass interference because there was the extension. Remember when I was talking about a couple weeks back, what made Antonio Brown so good was that when he would do offensive pass interference, he would never do the full extension. It'd be a slight push. His arm would never go here. It's a slight push so that the referee can't call the offensive pass interference. Pickens had an extension there and then got his hands back up. The referee's standing there. That's a pass interference. You got to throw that flag. And you can't review it. You can't. Yeah, but if I had to say those would be my 3 factions. The Bloodline have inserted themselves into the top 3. I'd go Evolution and then I'd go Evolution and then DX. New Day, they can categorize as a. There's 3 people, so you can count them as a faction. You really can count them as, but they don't operate. But they did operate as a faction for quite some time. But when Kofi won the championship, it was like, damn, because when you really think factions, right, you usually look at the heels. Because as baby faces, it's very difficult to try to operate as a fact. But damn, New Day certainly got an argument. They're amongst the top 5, tag teams. But man, it's a faction shit. As a faction shit. They'd have to try to usurp Evolution there. Because Evolution had a stranglehold on television for fucking 2 years. Bloodline is the best thing going in wrestling right now. There's Najee Harris again. Oh no, it's not Najee Harris. I believe that is Benny Snell. Nexus, man, get Nexus out of here, man. Nexus had all the potential, and they ruined it. They had Cena destroy them. Wyatt family, no, because they stifled their progress. As we are approaching 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, Ministry of Darkness. The Corporation was a good faction for what it was worth, but it was over too short. Oh boy, there's Friarmouth. Oh Lord in heaven, Friarmouth got 2 receptions now. He's only allowed to get 2 more. He's only allowed to get 2 more. Friarmouth gets himself another reception. He's only allowed to get 2 more. New Day advantage of the Bluebird rule. Yes, correct. He did have the Freebird rule. And they definitely use that. So, oh boy, man, I have to acknowledge New Day. So if I had to acknowledge New Day, would I move Evolution or would I move DX? Would I move Evolution or would I move DX? And truly, because of the star power in Evolution, I can't not have Evolution there. Oh boy, Najee Harris gets absolutely rocked in the backfield. I think I'd have to move DX. I think I would have to move DX. 82 Bears. Oh, pardon me. 72 Dolphins or 82 Bears or 85 Bears. You need answers. If I had to choose between the two, give me the 85 Bears. 85 Bears were so goddamn dominant. The 72 Dolphins were undefeated, but they were not as dominant as the 85 Bears. 72 Dolphins was undefeated, but they were not as dominant as the 85 Bears. There's Pickett. He's gonna run himself. He's going to dive to try to get a first down. It's going to set up a 3rd and short. Pittsburgh travels so well, man. Pittsburgh travels so well. Classic Man Q. Patuon said, I think it's time Roman Reigns gets his belt like Cena did. No. I don't think Roman needs a belt. I don't think he needs a custom belt. I think it's perfect the way it is. Here we go. Hand off to Najee Harris. No, pardon me. It wasn't Najee Harris. God damn, how much dreadlock powers did the Steelers become the new dreadlock power backfield? McFarland picks up the first down, and now Pittsburgh is slowly climbing down the field. This is a hell of an offensive production thus far for Pittsburgh, man. They need to find the end zone, though. I said 72 Dahmers. Benny Mules says the 72 Dahmers. Austin said, Chiseled, next year, what throwback should the Steelers bring back? The Batman 60s jerseys or the late 50s 60s yellow helmet? Well, I think they can bring, probably those bulky 90s jerseys was pretty cool. Oh, Najee Harris finds the end zone, touchdown Pittsburgh, and now there can be a slight exhalation from the Steelers sideline because you have a 2-possession lead, and now your defense, who has been firing on all cylinders, has a chance now to really start to hunt. Because if you have Jonathan Taylor and you need Jonathan Taylor to go out there and need him to go out there and produce at a high level, the further and further the lead becomes, the less and less you're going to go and run the football. Moreover, Matt Ryan, who has been turnover puppy for quite some time, him having to now step back and throw the football an accelerated amount of times, things can start to spell a little bit of trouble here. Touchdown Steelers. Sir X Gemini Patuon said, have I ever had a brewed sandwich before? No, I have not. Sir X Gemini Patuon said 2000s Ravens defense or the 2000 Bucks defense. I'm not going to lie to you. 2000s Ravens defense was absolutely dominant, and I hate this argument. Look at the offenses they played against versus the 2002 Bucks. I'd actually take the 2002 Bucks because the touchdowns that they scored is crazy. However, if you were to go player versus player on the 2000s Ravens versus the 2000 Bucks, I still think the Bucks got them beat. 2000s Ravens was special. 2002 Bucks was special as well. Me personally, and don't get me wrong, the Ravens, that's a hell of a defense. What they did was great, but the Bucks played better offensive talent that season. I personally take the Bucks, but I am not. This is not a slight on the Ravens at all. They were an absolute hellacious defense. You can't help who you play against. You cannot help who you play against. But me personally, given who the Bucks played in 2002, I'd take the Bucks. I would take the Bucks. But that Ravens defense was something special in 2000. And let's take a look at where I'm sitting right now on Underdog Fantasy right now. Personally, right here on my 3-leg parlay, I've got Sims still with only 3 receptions. Chase McLaughlin needs to find, the field goal. So I'm going to need the Colts to put together a couple of field goal drives. And Gunner has not had any receptions. That is all well and good. Then I have here a lock already with Matt Ryan going. Gentry with no receiving yards. Gunner with no receiving yards. Pierce with no receptions whatsoever. And Sims with only 3. So that is looking good right now as well. And then with my $500 parlay, Kenny Pickett with no picks thus far, but I need him to get at least 1. Deontay Johnson with 2 receptions. Jonathan Taylor with no receptions. And Pratt Freiermuth, I need him under 5. He's only got 2. So certainly I'm looking like I'm in good standing. If in the event Indianapolis adds a couple of field goals and Kenny Pickett throws himself an interception, I think I can start to sit there and say, man, there's a possibility I got a little bit of a lock going on here. But as we all know, there are no locks, but you can find out if there could be a lock in your favor. Head over and click the link in my description. Go over to Underdog Fantasy right now. Use promo code Adonis and participate in the pick'em. It is personally my favorite. I'm not saying you got to do the pick'em. They got drafts over there as well. You can participate in those. Me personally, I'm a big fan of the pick'em. And whatever deposit you put in, they will match you up to $100. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Adonis. Let them know I sent you. Now, as we go into 7:46 remaining here in the first half for the Indianapolis Colts. Noah said, thoughts on the invasion of Poland. They never did see it coming. The trimmed mustache and his individuals did make quite the surge to get up in there, and my God, did it kick off quite the war. Unfortunately, they did blow a 3-1 lead like the Golden State Warriors in 2016. Oh, Lord, Henry is in the building and puts 20 on it. Said, y'all, I've been stroking for the last 24 hours. Excuse me? What do you mean stroking? Like you going through a medical emergency? You should contact the authorities. You said your arm is the size of chiseled thighs. What do you mean by that? You've seen my thoughts. Also, brother covered in Vaseline, author violating grandpa, parents getting busted on grandma locked in the steam room. Your arm is throbbing, sticky all over, #help. Sir, you do need help. Why are you disclosing this information live on stream, sir? What is going on here? My guy, relax. It's a couple days after Thanksgiving. Have you never heard the song, Relax, Don't Do It When You Want to Come? Stop it, sir. What's the matter with you? Get that brother some Jesus. The very first down for the Indianapolis Colts thus far this game. Matt Ryan looking towards his left, pass broken up by Levi Wallace. Sir X Gemini put 5 on it. Said, how about a Newton ultimate sandwich, literally named after Nate Newton? I have never had a Nate Newton sandwich, but I'm sure it's rather flavorful because Nate Newton at one point was a fat motherfucker. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, she's wild. Man is wild. But Colts offense has 0 completions, an interception, and also a sack. I'd like to see another sack. Oh, Lord, they dumped it off. Is that Jonathan Taylor? Jonathan Taylor got a reception. I don't like that. He's got a reception. I don't like that. We don't need Jonathan Taylor receptions. And now it's 3rd down and 1. You would assume they're going to run the football here. You would assume they're going to run the football here on 3rd and 1. There's the handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Got enough for a first down. Oh, he nearly got stripped, but that did not end up working out in their favor. Yeah, said he unemployed on welfare, probably only explanation. Well, I mean, hell, if you out there on the beef for 3, or I should say 24 straight hours, that is wild. John D said, "What's up, Chiseled? You got your autograph all framed up on the wall. You got Alita, Hangman Page, Tyler Breeze, Clinton Portis, and Roy Jefferson, and it's beautiful." I'm happy to hear that. Got yourself a number of autographs that are hanging up there. Oh, boy, Matt Ryan gets taken down. I wonder if they're going to throw a flag here. Is Ryan all right? That's a hard slam he got there from TJ. Looked like TJ apologized after he done took him down. Marvin in the building said, versus the Chiseled Adonis WrestleMania 39, loser has to deactivate their YouTube channel. Well, let me tell you something right now, Marvin. I hope you are well-versed in, setting up your, well, then again, your father does have a number of different, business locations. You might as well set up Takeoff Financial, because the Lord knows you will not be on YouTube anymore. If we were to go 1-on-1 in the squared circle, I just want you to know something right now. It's going to be like a video game. Your entire body's fixing to be red. It's going to look like menstruation. Your body's going to be bloody all over. You're not going to have a good time. Your mother will be crying. Your brother will be sweating profusely. He might mess around and lose 20 pounds. One way or another, you're not going to be having a good time, brother. I just want to let you know that right now. You will tap out to several different holds. Your body will be contorted in ways that chiropractors can dream of possibly having the body contort one way or another. When the bell is rung, you will be staring up at the lights in pain and agony, and they're going to have to bring the goddamn EMTs to airlift you to the nearest hospital. So I just want to let you know, Hollywood, WrestleMania 39, Chiseled Adonis versus Marvin Francois, somebody's going to the hospital, and it ain't fixing to be me. Damn Rudy put 2 on and said, found Gilf tonight. Hopefully, you hope Peacemaker, your pacemaker holds up. Hashtag Henry, what is going on? You found a gilf. What? Wait a minute. What is going on? Under 5 minutes left to go here in this quarter. Colts putting together a promising drive. Now they're already in, I believe, field goal range. I would just need them to settle for a field goal here. There's a handoff, there's the run, and it's going to be a gain of a couple to set up a third and manageable. Let's set up a field goal here. Macho said, I'm coming in with a chair to give Marvin a series of clubbing blows. Yes, it's going to be a clubbing blow, followed by a clubbing blow, another clubbing blow, clubbing blow, clubbing blow, clubbing blow, clubbing blow, clubbing blow, a clubbing blow, 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 clubbing blow. It's going to be a lot of clubbing blows. There's Matt Ryan trying to find somebody. He's on the move. Looking down the field. Pass sails incomplete. They're going to have to settle for a field goal. All right. Where did the fullbacks go? The fullbacks are outdated in this spread philosophy offense that they have here in the NFL. Let me tell you something right now. Fullbacks should be making a return in today's NFL. You want to know why? With linebackers getting slimmer and faster, they may be stronger, but with everybody getting slimmer, the probability of their bodies being able to hold up after constantly getting rammed into, banged into, straight up shot after shot after shot throughout an entire game, things ain't going to be in their favor. All right, so if I was an offense, I would start not necessarily running out of the I formation, because I think that particular formation in the NFL will become relatively moot. I'd be shocked if I see teams line up in that formation I'd say more than 5 times in a game. But you set up situations in which you line up strong, you line up weak, you have the fullback slightly lined up outside, you start running stretch plays, you start running, some dive plays here and there, you start running a little bit of power. I think the fullback can excel in this generation. I think the fullbacks can excel in this generation. Yes, somebody like a Kyle Juszczyk is still being used the correct way. I don't, for the life of me, I won't understand why Pittsburgh, went and they got Derek Watt just not to use him at fullback. I don't get that. That doesn't make sense to me. Sir X Gemini Patuan said, we haven't seen a legit fullback since Lorenzo Neal. Kyle Juszczyk is a hybrid. He's really a hybrid. Now, I wouldn't say since Lorenzo Neal. Vontae Leach was pretty good. There was an McLean was also good as well. Funny enough, it was two Ravens. McLean was pretty good as well. Give me another fullback in the 2010s. There was two other fullback in the 2010s. Roosevelt Nix was pretty good as well. Mike Tolbert was damn near a running back who just played fullback because he was so goddamn wide. No, Peyton Hillis had 1 year. John Kuhn was all right. Peyton Hillis had 1 year. Peyton Hillis had 1 year. Marcel Reese, yes, he was all right. Marcel Reese was all right. Ricard's all right. He's all right. I think I need one more season of great production from him. But with the field goal here, things are looking like they are on their way for me, all right? Because I do have Chase McLaughlin making 2 field goals here, and he's made 1. So I just need one more field goal from the Indianapolis Colts, and I think I may be able to lock in Chase McLaughlin. So I just need one more field goal from the Indianapolis Colts, and let's see what happens here. Because if they can get a stop here, they can go down the field and make things interesting. But this is the exact same things that transpired last Monday Night Football game when it was the 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals, where I needed Matt Prater to put in 2 field goals, and he did not do that. So let's see what Pittsburgh has cooking up here. An interception definitely would be devastating as well. It would lock in a pick here for Kenny Pickett on Underdog Fantasy. But would it work out in my favor for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Not so much. What about the fullback that was deaf and played for the Falcons? The fullback that was deaf and played for the Falcons. Pulling a blank. Damn Rudy Patuan said, tonight's theme for Gilf, ripping and tearing, # forgive me. What is going on, brother? What is happening? James Devlin. Kenny Pickett dumps the football off. There's McFarland. Wait for your blockers. He's going to take it down to the 38. Austin put 5 on it, said, Chiseled, the Ravens got a new OC to suit Lamar's style, yet they run the same offense scheme that they're running since he was a rookie. Why is that? Well, because when something's not broke, don't fix it. And the reason why I say that is, despite the fact that Lamar has to develop throwing the football or whatever, because his running the football style offense has been so productive, they refuse to tweak it. They simply just add a couple of things to it, and then they'll sit there and say, man, we've really changed the offense, when they haven't. Who did he find? Oh, Lord, that was Deontay Johnson. That's another reception for Deontay Johnson there on Stephon Gilmore. And that should be enough for no, it's not enough for a first down. Good Lord. That now puts 3 receptions for Deontay Johnson. Oh, my. That's 3 receptions for Deontay Johnson there off of 4 targets. Oh, no. If he gets over 5 receptions, I'm in trouble. Handoff to McFarland. Ooh, big first down there. Takes it inside to Indianapolis territory, and they might let this run down to the 2-minute warning here. Ivan put 2 on, said, Pickett eats bananas with his eyes closed. Oh, my. Irish Warlord put 5 on, said, my birthday was on the 24th. I'm 20 now. Can I get a happy birthday? Well, happy birthday, Irish World. Irish Warlord, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Why don't the Ravens get a wide receiver 1? But they did. They got 35-year-old Deshaun Jackson. He's a wide receiver run. If it was 2010, the Ravens are stupid. That's why. James White and James Devlin, the true Super Bowl 51 MVPs. Actually, it was James White. He was the MVP. Irish World sounds better. We might as well go with Warlord. Adrian put 2 on it. Said, use a fat man at fullback. Indeed, that's what the Chicago Bears did from time to time when they brought in the refrigerator Perry. D-Jax caught that long ball. Indeed, he did. That 62-yard reception, which that was a very, very hell of a pass. That's more of a pass than the reception. Now, I've said this on the commentary before. I believe that Deshaun Jackson is the greatest deep threat in NFL history. Oh, but what about Jerry Rice? What about Randy Moss? What about? No, Deshaun Jackson is the greatest deep threat in NFL history. However, that brother is in the laundromat, all right? And I believe that the machine has since it dinged. Why? Because he is washed. Understand me? Henry put 2 on it. Said, Chiseled, you want to arm wrestle my Gooner arm? Whoa. Sir! No, thank you. I am not interested. What's going on? Part of the game is this. What part of the game is this? SP said, don't ever trust Matt Ryan on player props. You will be crying. Unless, of course, you trust Matt Ryan to turn the football over. Then perhaps there. Duvernay is pretty decent for a third-round pick. Yes, Duvernay is pretty decent. In fact, he's a very good special teamer. He finds a way to find the end zone and return kicks. Tyreek Hill is better than Jackson, better deep threat than Jackson. I disagree. Tyreek Hill is an absolute dog at being a deep threat. But let me tell you something right now. Jackson has the records, all of the numbers. Jackson has all of the numbers. Tyreek Hill's been doing it well for now. He's got to do it to longevity needs to showcase there. Tyreek Hill's been doing it very well thus far, but I think he has a little bit of work to catch Jackson. I'm sorry. He has a little bit of work to catch Jackson. He's doing great right now. But he's got a little bit more work to catch Jackson. Can he catch Jackson? Absolutely. Oh, there's the handoff. Big run here for Snell. Takes it inside the 35. Joe Fly put 20 on it. Said Bengals are top dogs, Tigers right now, but it seems that it's still wide open division for the coming years, especially if Massage Papi Deshaun Watson gets it going in Cleveland and if Tomlin builds properly around Pickett. Correct. Oh, there's Kenny looking towards his right. Oh, Jesus, that's Sims. Wait a minute. What is going on here? Why is Sims getting all this time? He's got 8 receiving yards. Oh, no. Not to Sims. Not Shims. Wait, is going on. Let me take a look at this Underdog fantasy right now. They're getting the football to Sims. If Sims gets 2 more yards, he might just mess around and bust my parlays. In fact, not even 2 yards. 1 more yard. I need Sims under 10. He just got 9. Oh, I'm in danger. What did they know about Sims that he was involved? Gentry has no receptions. Gunner has no receptions. Pierce with no receptions. And Steven Sims might be the one who busts it. Wait a minute. What is going on here? I am concerned. Here comes Pickett looking for somebody. He's going to use his feet. Will he make it for the first down? Yes, he will, but gets out of bounds. He could have dumped it off to Najee Harris. I'm not sure why he didn't. Damn Rudy put 2 on and said, got Gilf calling you Chiseled and holding my pick. What are you talking about? Holding a pick. What pick is that, sir? What pick is that, sir? I have no pick. What are we talking about here? Where is this coming from? Sir? Part of the game is this. Actually, I don't want to ask that question. Where is something coming from? That I'm not sure where that is coming from, sir. In fact, we're going to stop saying coming from. 1:22 on the clock here in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Pittsburgh driving down the field, set up another first down. Here we go. Kenny Pickett, handoff to Najee Harris. He will be going down at the 20. And it looks like Pittsburgh's going to try to not only, put points up on this clock here, or I should say put points up on the board, but they're also going to try to finish out this drive with no time remaining there on the clock. Najee Harris leaving the field looking rather gimpy. Where's Eddie Murphy when you need him? Pull over. Nick, put 5 on, said, in my opinion, was it more fun to watch Brian Urlacher or Ray Lewis back in the 2000s? Oh, Ray Lewis. No disrespect to Brian Urlacher. Ray Lewis was on another level. Urlacher is amongst the greatest linebackers of all time. Ray Lewis is in a class of his own. When you talk about greatest middle linebackers of all time, Ray Lewis is in a class of his own. I really enjoyed watching Brian Urlacher play football. Do not get me wrong. But Ray Lewis, first few years in the league, dog. Athleticism unparalleled, dog. That dude was all over the field. You could not get past him. Brian Urlacher's first 5 years was crazy as well. But I'd probably go Ray Lewis. I'd go Ray Lewis because he had a bit more opportunities in the postseason. Oh, Lord in heaven. Deontay Johnson got another reception. Oh, that's 4. I would need Deontay Johnson to not have a single reception for the remainder of the game. Oh, Lord. That's a hell of a route there by Deontay Johnson. Oh, Deontay Johnson's got 4 receptions. I love it as a Steelers fan. It's pain if trying to win here on Underdog Fantasy. I've got Deontay Johnson. I need him to not, technically here, I need Pittsburgh to go find the end zone without, they're looking over the middle. Kenny Pickett looking towards the end zone. Pass is into the ground, trying to find Freiermuth. Well, I mean, a Pittsburgh Steelers W actually trumps, getting a W here on Underdog Fantasy, despite the fact that I would enjoy the financial contribution of a W there. But a Pittsburgh Steelers victory does mean a lot to me as well. I ain't going to be one of those guys, let me bet against my team. I'm not one of those guys. Despite the fact that I did expect Kenny Interception to show up here with at least one on the day. He did turn over the football quite some time. But let's see what transpires here. Peyton Pafavon said, my mom's watching some influencer videos. This woman just said she doesn't refrigerate her leftovers. Ma'am. And please throw a pick it. We shall see. As Kenny Interception now sets up a 3rd and goal. This is the worst in goal situation because it's from the 10-yard line. They've still got 10 more yards to try to find the insert. Or I should say find the end zone. Delvin said, this is why you shouldn't bet on your team. Hey, man, this happens. I truly was one of those guys. I never really bet on my team ever. I needed to find a parlay for today. I would have did everything on Indianapolis, which I initially had planned to do so. But I said, man, you know what? I got to have something for the Steelers. Najee is headed to the locker room. He's just going to get an evaluation. I think he'll be fine for the second half. No reason to force it, for the final couple of minutes. Leftovers are good for unless 5 days. No, I think the leftovers are good until St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure why, wouldn't mess around and, Thanksgiving leftovers. If you're not eating them in March, I think you're missing out. What did he say? Wow, 30 of the Pittsburgh 42 plays thus far have been in Colts territory. If that's not moving down the field, I don't know what is. Here comes Kenny Pickett. Oh, who is he going to look for here? Looking towards the end zone. Pickens nearly was able to haul in a one-hand catch for a score. Unfortunately, Pickett just missed him. He had him in the end zone there, and Pickens almost had a spectacular touchdown catch. Great route. He was open. Oh, he should have put 2 hands up. That's his fault. He got to put 2 hands up. That's his fault there. That's a collective. I think Pickett could have put it a little bit closer, but Pickens got to go out with 2 hands. He's got to go out with 2 hands. How much food did I make? Oh, no, I eat in rations. I take like 1 sport. I take 3 grains of rice per day, and that's my meal. 3 days in the fridge max, I disagree. 3 days in the fridge max, I disagree, and here's why. You can meal prep food for the week. So you can't meal prep Thanksgiving food. That shit can last you a week. Thanksgiving food can last you a week. It can last you a week. Now, of course, I'm not saving food for until March. That's ridiculous. Somebody gonna call. He eats his leftovers until March. No. Clearly, I'm not eating leftovers from Thanksgiving until March. That's ridiculous. Come on now. That's stupid. Use your common sense. All right, but it can last you a week. It can last you a week. If people can meal prep food, you cook on Sunday and you eat until Friday, you can't tell me you can't mess around and Thanksgiving food can't last you a week. However, it does depend on what it is that you're consuming. It does depend on what it is you're consuming. On top of that, there's some people who likes to freeze their food. There's people who like to freeze their food. MDJ put 2 on it, said, when you think Edge and Beth will return. Edge and Beth will probably return for, truly, it should be WrestleMania. I don't think they should not show up until WrestleMania. And I think it'll be, there needs to be one more person who's involved in the feud because, oh boy, Indianapolis can get a great return here. That's a huge return with 48 seconds remaining. Oh boy, this might get them in field goal range. So they're battling with the OC right now, correct? Obviously, Rey Mysterio is going to take on Dominic. So perhaps what'll happen at WrestleMania, it can be Edge and Beth. Well, Beth is going to have to fight Rhea. Beth has to fight Rhea. That has to happen. So I don't think it's going to be a mixed match, mixed tag match. I don't think that's what's going to transpire. So I can predict perhaps what's going to happen here. Matt Ryan, he's got Pittman, and he takes it down to the 48. They better hustle. Actually, they have a timeout, but they better hustle. I think it's going to be Beth versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Edge will most likely maybe tag up with Balor and I said Balor. Maybe Edge tags with Mysterio and Styles to take on no, actually no, it makes more sense to have Rey Mysterio take on Dom one-on-one, and then Edge versus Balor, or Edge versus Priest, and then Styles versus Balor. But Styles just fought him at Survivor Series, so I don't see that happening. We'll see. But all I know is Rhea has to fight Beth at Mania, and Mysterios have to go at it at Mania as well. So we'll see what transpires in the other battle that's there. But I expect near WrestleMania, perhaps the Elimination Chamber. Damn Rudy, Patuan said, should I go rogue and not cut a hole in this bag? What do you mean cut a hole in the bag? What are you talking about? 22 seconds remaining here on Pittsburgh's side of the field. Where can Matt Ryan lead his offense? They have one timeout remaining. Can they find field goal range? Here comes Ryan looking for, oh Lord. But there's laundry on the field. He finds Pierce. This should be coming back. Yes, thank the Lord. Eliminate this. Eliminate that, because I need Pierce not to have no doggone yards. He's got a reception. Let's eliminate that reception. Ineligible receiver down the field. Beautiful. Let's eliminate that reception. Thank you. Eliminate that reception. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. The 4th and 1. Put 5 on it. Said, check out Seth's outfit. Yeah, my remote is out of reach, so I will not be seeing that. The KC Sports Nerd said, when is the chiseling of the unchiseled Adonis returning? Once he is able to conquer COVID. He has been battling COVID for the past couple of weeks. I believe he will be taking the test today, so I will see if it's indeed negative. In fact, I'll send him a message right now, and we'll see when he messes around and conquers COVID. If in the event that he does, then we shall have that happen. Oh, Lord, they done threw a reception to Jonathan Taylor. Oh, no. We don't need no Taylor receptions. That's now 2 receptions. I'm on Taylor reception watch. I need Jonathan Taylor to not have one more reception. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. 11 seconds remaining here. Now, this is the portion of the night where the butt cheeks clench, because you can mess around and lose on your parlay. MDJ put 5 on it. Said, What would I do if Unchiseled Adonis attacked me like Dom attacked Ray? Well, he's getting his ass whipped. Kick that brother in his knee. He's not going to have a good time. Matt Ryan throws the football. Oh, wow, it's dropped by Mo Alley Cox. And there's 6 seconds remaining. Now it makes you wonder if they're going to try to boot an incredibly long field goal here. What I think they're going to do is end up dumping the football over. I think this is where I end up losing the parlay, because Matt Ryan is probably going to dump this football off to Jonathan Taylor. There is no doubt in my mind they're going to try to dump the football off, get as much yards as they can, drop to the ground, and then mess around and call timeout. I am incredibly concerned right now. There's 6 seconds remaining. They are going spread. They're going to try to pick up, a little bit of yardage here and then settle for the field goal as fast as they can. Is he going to dump it off to Jonathan Taylor? Yep, there's Mo Alley Cox. He's going to get down to the 41. They're going to call timeout, and they're going to try to boot a 57-yard field goal. Do I have anything with Mo Alley Cox here? I do not think I do. All right. Well, Matt Ryan is going to close out this half with 27 yards. Oh, my. And on a 59-yard attempt, can McLaughlin get me in a situation where I have a lock for the kicker? His career long is 57 yards. And now he has a chance at 59 with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, that ain't Cox? My bad. I thought it was Mo. Oh, Mo Alley Cox is 81, not 80. I'm tripping. That's Jelani Woods. My bad. Cox is 81. My bad. That's Woods. $59-yard attempt here from McLaughlin. Oh, but here comes the timeout. Is Matt Ryan washed? Well, perhaps. King said the Steelers bet not to lose this game. Or they bet not lose this game. That's an absolute fact. That's an absolute fact. They better not lose this game. They need this victory. Pittsburgh has blown and shot themselves in the foot on way too many games this season. This is not the game to go ahead and blow it. Because believe it or not, they can perhaps still turn things around. Oh, Lord in heaven. Let's see what transpires here. 59-yard attempt to cut the deficit down to 10, trailing by 13 at home. McLaughlin, whose career long is 57 yards, 59-yard attempt to make it 10. It's blocked. Oh, my. The field goal is blocked. Wow. Brutal. Icing the kicker ended up working out in their favor. Pittsburgh gets a blocked field goal, and they go into the half leading 16-3. Hell of a job there by Pittsburgh, man. That's a great half. Way to get back there and get the clean block. Clean block there on the field goal. Got their hand right up. Golly, 70 yards of total offense. That's brutal. William put five on and said, man, these Colts look bad. What's up, chat? What's up, Adonis? All love. Yeah, hello. How is it going? Cosmic T put 10 on said, in your opinion, the Steelers have one of the most underrated receiving corps in the league. Indeed, they do. Pittsburgh has always had one of the better receiving corps. In fact, I call them wide receiver U because they'll always be able to find a new wide receiver. They're very good at scouting wide receivers and guys who can, play at incredibly high levels. They're always good at finding wide receivers who can play at high levels. It's just a matter of putting things together. I blocked it. Blocked field goal there. Bring back the Bumblebee jerseys. In fact, I actually would like to see the Bumblebee jerseys come back. So if I had to say of those jerseys from earlier, I would need that for sure. I should try out for the Steelers. No, I am incredibly past my prime, and even if I was in my prime, I would try out. Would I make the team? No, because if I had what it took to play at that level, damn it, I would be at that level. So there is that. Jesse said, did anything happen to Paris? He's not showing any fantasy points. No, I don't see him. I didn't see him make any plays here today. Campbell was not even on the field doing anything. Damn Rudy, put 2 on. Said the sound of mayo lathering on loose skin. What? Put mayonnaise on your skin? What is going on? William put 2 on. Said Jonathan Taylor needs to free himself from the Colts. Indeed. But it's just a bad season. Saturday is looking like an actor, but you can't put your finger on it. He looks like an actor. Maybe Kurt Russell. Maybe a little bit of Kurt Russell. At this point, Pittsburgh is wide receiver incorporated instead of you because of professionalism. Well, fair enough. What is going on with Dan Rudy? This man is lathering his skin with mayonnaise. Why would you lather your skin with mayonnaise? What is going on? Part of the game is this. That brother needs the police.
Woo, 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 woo. Pull over, pull over.
But, ladies and gentlemen, on Underdog Fantasy right now, make sure you guys click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis, and they will match your deposit up to $100. I like to participate in the pick'em personally, so make sure you go over there and you participate in the Underdog Fantasy app, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you wanted to take a look at my parlays right now and where I am sitting here in the first half, this is my first 3 for 60. I have Steven Sims under 10 yards. Indeed, he does have that. I need McLaughlin to make himself 1 more field goal. And last but not least, Gunner has to be under 12 yards, and thus far he has been there. Next, we have 5 for 400. I still need Sims under 10. Alec does not have a reception. His 1 catch was denied and released because of an ineligible man down the field. Matt Ryan did throw that interception. Gentry and Gunner both have no receiving yards, so I am looking good thus far on this one here. And last but not least, Kenny Pickett, 1 interception. He has not thrown one. Matt Ryan has already thrown 1. Deontay Johnson, 1 more reception, busts this one. Jonathan Taylor, 1 more reception, busts this one. And Pat Freiermuth, 3 receptions, busts this one. Or I should say, 3 more receptions, busts this one. So I'm currently on edge for all 3 of my parlays. There is not a single parlay that makes me sit here incredibly comfortable. Now, all I need to do is really win 1 to have a little bit of a smile on my face at the conclusion of the night. But if Pittsburgh Steelers gets the W, that is what truly matters most to me. So we shall see how things play out at the conclusion of here tonight on Underdog Fantasy. So make sure you guys click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis, and participate in the pick'em. May the odds ever be in your favor. Oh, yes. Said you hate being a Colts fan. Don't say you hate being a Colts fan. Don't say that. There's no reason to hate being a Colts fan right now. Granted, this season hasn't been the best season, but there's no reason to absolutely hate being a Colts fan. Let's not do that. Oh, my, that is brutal. Ah, damn, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Jeez Louise, what is going on? Did y'all see that Sam Darnold rolling? You hate being a Broncos fan, said Skill. There's no reason to hate me. Well, I mean, after the Super Bowl, they've been virtually terrible. Yo, why does Booger McFarland have that damn line across his forehead, dog? He looked like a credit card scanner. That brother's forehead is in. It looked like he's a rogue ninja by circumstance. How did that happen? He got a line across his forehead. Like, it looks like the crease of butt cheeks, bruh. What is going on? Man, let me pull up a photo. Because I don't think y'all understand. Booger McFarland's forehead, I really don't think y'all understand. And it's been there since he played and won a Super Bowl. A pair of Super Bowls, because he was on that Tampa Super Bowl team. He was also on that Indianapolis Colts Super Bowl team as well. I don't think y'all understand. What is it that Bernie Mac had once said? When it was what did Bernie Mac once say when he was talking about when he went on Def Jams? You don't understand. Let me tell you something right now. Where's that Booger McFarland? Where's the Booger McFarland pick? Where's that Booger McFarland pick? This whole time, I had never had these downloads in order. Let me show you something right now. You don't understand. Let me show you Booger McFarland real quick. You don't understand. Take a look at Booger McFarland's forehead, dog. Look at Booger McFarland's forehead, dog. Look at the line on this man's forehead, man. You can't tell me he don't accept debit or credit. You can't tell me his forehead doesn't accept debit or credit. That man's forehead, you could stick change in that motherfucker. Come on, man. What's going on? He hide cocaine in his forehead, dog. He's got the cocaine up in there, dog. Come on, man. He's a rogue ninja. You can't tell me Booger McFarland not out here storing stuff in his forehead. He got 2 mouths. His forehead speaking. How your forehead got eyebrows and it's a unibrow. It looked like a mouth. You know when Bianca Belair when Bianca Belair enters, the ring and it got them lips graphic? Don't it look like a pair of lips? Matter of fact, let me go get Bianca Belair lips. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me get that Bianca Belair, that graphic of the lips. Damn, these people just got photos of shorty lips. Who the hell? Who be Googling Bianca Belair lips? Let me see if they have the damn, they just got photos of shorty mouth. Well, never mind. Whatever the case may be, Booger McFarland out here wilding, bruh. What is going on here? What is going on here? He looked like a bald Sasquatch. Well, there it is. Come on, man. Booger McFarland always looked like he farted but don't want nobody to know it was him. What the fuck is that smell? It wasn't me. Look at that forehead, bruh. Look at that forehead. You can't tell me he doesn't have to take extra time while washing his face. He got to make sure he gets into the crease of his forehead. How your forehead got a crease? When he turns 70, I want to see what the wrinkles on his forehead look like. Because that's absolutely crazy, bruh. He could hide documents in there. Boarding pass and ID. Booger McFarland be in the airport. They come over. TSA be like, boarding pass and ID. Booger McFarland be like, give me a second. He's storing stuff in there. Let me tell you something right now. If he was an Avenger, I promise you Thanos would have never found the Mind Stone. Because instead of vision happening in his forehead, Booger McFarland would have had that son bitch deep. So it would have been embedded so deep in that man's forehead, Thanos would have never been able to pull that son bitch out. Little Uzi Vert had $1 million diamond in his forehead. If they put that son bitch in Booger McFarland's forehead, people would have been digging for it years after his death, like the U.S. and the Middle East searches for oil. I promise you that right now. Booger McFarland's forehead is ridiculous. Come on, man. What is going on up there? Third eye. How about second butt cheeks? His forehead is nothing but butt cheeks. The top portion is the left cheek. This man got 2 hairlines. You got 2 hairlines. What is going on? What is going on? Somebody help that brother, man. Somebody help that brother. What's going on? K-Dub said I had to clip this. Hey, man. Hey, Adonis Burner, you know what to do. Somebody clip that. Joshy said, put 5 on it. Said, Moses splitting his forehead like the Red Sea. Ain't that the truth? Brother out here looking crazy, man. What's wrong with him? Snow put 2 on it. Said, is the Rams the worst post-Super Bowl winning team? No, they're not the worst post-Super Bowl winning team. In recent memory, yes. They could be the first team to post a losing record since the 2003 Buccaneers. But are they the worst post-Super Bowl winning team? I don't think so. They had the potential to repeat, and they've completely underperformed. So there's definitely that. In recent memory, they have been the worst. But there's been a team that's been worse. I'm just forgetting. Les Matthews said, it's been funny, but ease up on the brother. I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I'm going to have to hear from Dr. Umar. There's no doubt in my mind I'm going to have to hear from Dr. Umar. Somebody watching the stream right now like,
is more dangerous. Umar Johnson. Okay, thank you.
And you got a Dr. Umar coon check. I got to check the coons. I got to do a coon analysis and a coon screening.
I apologize for my outburst. I apologize for my outburst.
I apologize for my outburst.
My bad, Dr. Umar. I'm sorry about that. We must apologize to Brother McFarland. Although we call him Booger, and he is mucus that is built up inside of the nostrils, and he has lines on his forehead that resemble butt cheeks. As the episode of South Park would say, he's got a buttocks where his head should be. Whatever the case may be, Booger McFarland, I sincerely apologize, my brother. Whatever the case may be. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead 16-3 at halftime here in Indianapolis on Monday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. ISO said, when is the next car rant? It will be coming up soon because I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. People starting to get me real upset on the road. People are starting to get me real upset on the road, and I'm not having a good time out there on the road. So soon enough, I will be making another car rant. Oh, and an update on my father's car accident situation. I received a phone call from the Ladies Liberty Mutual, and they had take a look at the photos before having to get the surveillance from stuff. They identified, hey, their driver was indeed at fault. So I believe that they will be paying for the damages to the vehicle. So that's a positive. That's a high point. I'm happy to hear that news. So I won't necessarily have to go to the full extension of the law, but I mean, we still can, if I'm not mistaken, but I think that could be considered, somewhat of overkill, but who knows? We shall see. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We've got double the amount of viewers than we do likes, give or take. Hit that like button. Let's get to 500 likes, man. Likes are free. KT Chris said, I almost died for the car crash. Well, that was, yes, I was in the 2018 car accident. That was wild. If you type in Chiseled Adonis car accident, I believe it should pop up. I think I have a commentary on car accidents or things that's happening in cars. But I did have a car accident 4 years ago, which was absolutely brutal. Fell asleep at the wheel. I was up 22 hours in a row. I was literally 2 minutes away from my house, approximately 8 blocks away from my house, and I fell asleep at the wheel. And then a huge, severe car crash, and I lost my transformer, the machine, my 2001 white Honda Civic Coupe. Very unfortunate. But whatever the case may be, I am still he, and I am alive. MP1 said, you're so hungry, you think you'll go eat your girl's ass real quick, so you'll be right back. Hashtag EBG. Sir, what are you talking about? Buttocks. Rectal sphincter is not food to be consumed, sir. What is going on in your residence? Come on now. What are we talking about here? Bandana Patuon said probably would be the Cowboys' worst Super Bowl record. Oh, my. What a return here for Indianapolis, taken all the way down to the 18-yard line. My God. Back-to-back absolute blunders for the Pittsburgh Steelers in kick return coverage. My heavens, what a return here for Indy. He took it out of the end zone 8 yards deep. Oh, I don't know what the hell 35 was doing. That man was right there. That's his fault for not making that tackle. That's his fault for not making that tackle. Hell of a job from Hayward getting down there to make the tackle. What the hell were they doing? 35 was right there to make the tackle, and he did not. Well, why'd they put up the graphic like he scored the touchdown? That was a hell of a return there by Flowers. And now, at the 19-yard lines, the Colts are cooking. Here we go. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor Swift. He's going to be taken down after a gain of 2. Ratch, or I should say Reach X, or Rich XNGL said, yo, Adonis, respect to you, man, for watching this as a commentator and not a fan. I wouldn't be able to do that. Well, that'll happen. Because here's the thing, right? I love football first. I'm a Steelers fan second. So I'm able to differentiate between my bias and also enjoying the game because I really love football. Now, don't get me wrong. I never cheer against my squad. I'll always cheer for my squad, but I take the emotion out of it because having played football, I'll tell you what actually made me like this. Because when I was in junior high, I was one of those guys that actually felt emotionally like my team would lose, and I was like, dog, what the hell? Like I couldn't function, right? But then it was when I got to high school, and I've already told the story about how many games I done lost in high school or whatever, right? And I was sitting here, after games, we would take L's, and then I'm looking at it like, yo, we all a school, right? So you would assume if the team lose, and, you know, we playing as a school, there should be a level of frustration collectively, right? No, not at all. And there's Paris Campbell, got himself a reception, 1st and goal here, but I'm not slightly concerned. You want to know why? Because Indianapolis, over the course of the past 3 years, have been a terrible red zone offense. Now, does that mean that Pittsburgh's going to get the stop? I would hope so, but we shall see. But I would watch the people in my high school and also the people in my college. Anytime in which we lost, people would just move on. Like they weren't miserable at all. The players were the one who had to carry on that misery, and some players simply did not give a fuck. So I started looking at it like, yo, if you're not influencing the game, you're just a fan watching. Touchdown! Colts find the end zone. Jonathan Taylor Swift with the score. Anybody who needed Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone, congratulations, you just had a score. And Indianapolis cuts their deficit down to 7. Extra point is coming. I would have preferred if Pittsburgh held them to a field goal, but goddamn it, here we go. We've got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a game. But I removed the emotion from, watching. So, of course, when I do my post-game rant, I'll rant about what transpired in the game. But truly, it has no bearings on my emotional state moving forward. Pittsburgh can win the Super Bowl. I'll be like, woo, they won. Yeah, go to the parade. But guess what? After the parade on Tuesday, come Wednesday, my life remains unchanged. So oftentimes you can't allow external things to run rampant on your emotional status. So I can just watch the game, unbiased, call the game and not, feel any kind of emotional bearings on that. Once you realize people don't give a shit, and it really doesn't play that large of a role in your life, you kind of start to get to the point where it's like, oh, I can actually watch the game and not have to, feel a certain kind of way. But of course, cheer for your team. Cheer for your team 110%. Don't half-ass it. Cheer for your team. They lose. What the hell? It sucks. But don't make it seem like, oh, man, my whole week's terrible. I can't go to work. I can't function. I can't provide for my family. I'm not going to be able to go out there and put food on the table for my children. I can't go and hit up the gym. I can't bet on my mental health. I refuse to go and eat today because the Pittsburgh Steelers did not get the job done. Oh, no, I ain't going to be that kind of person. William put 5 on and said, what's good, my brother? This has been the best part of my day today. Sitting here watching football, listening to you commentate. I appreciate you. Peyton put 2 on and said, by the way, whatever happened with the buns and basketball? Oh, yes, we could not find a venue that would accommodate what they needed because they needed one particular venue for 8 to 10 hours. And given the nature of their organization, it's been incredibly tough to find a spot that would sponsor what they had going on. So with buns and basketball, I really, I had my people try. When I say my people, I just had my resources, like my brother, reach out to people that he knew who was also of that. Yo, man, we got ass and slightly overweight chicks that we would definitely hit. Yeah, man, let's see if we can find a venue for that. So I had them go see if they could find something. And they couldn't necessarily find anything. So we stand at a stalemate. I'll probably have to do a follow-up video and then see if perhaps, I can reach out once more. But with the winter now being here, I'm curious if they're still in operation. So we shall see. We shall see. But thank you for asking because I actually haven't thought about them in quite some time. Nick Patuan said, how did I become a Steelers fan being from NY? I've told the story in the past. If you type into YouTube, Chiseled Adonis Steelers and Miami Heat fan, the video will pop up, but I'll give you a brief backstory. I've told it every time somebody's asked me. So the year was 2000, or I should go before 2000. Actually, no, it was 2000. NFL quarterback 2001, Brett Favre is on the cover. It is a red N64 cartridge. I'm staring at it as we speak right now. I always played with the Green Bay Packers. I played against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jerome Bettis, I had never seen somebody so fat continually run motherfuckers over. If you ever played on the N64 NFL quarterback, when you press A, the turbo, you lower the shoulder. Jerome Bettis ran everybody over. I always played as the Hall of Fame safety, Leroy Butler. I enjoyed intercepting, passes left and right and making tackles in the backfield. I always got ran over by Jerome Bettis. I said, man, this is some bullshit. Let me play as the Pittsburgh Steelers. They actually went 5-11 that season, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't have a memory pack. I played as the Pittsburgh Steelers all season. I won the Super Bowl and went undefeated in the franchise mode. I said, man, I really like Jerome Bettis. Then what ended up transpiring was, did he grab at his knee? Maybe it was his knee. But what ended up happening was 2000 happened. The Jets were undefeated 3-0. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers, I believe they were 1-2, walked into New York to take on the New York Jets. I had just come back from church. And I turned on the television. Very first thing I saw before I even took off my church shoes was fat-ass Jerome Bettis in the second quarter run into the end zone on a 12-yard touchdown. I never seen a fat man move so nimble, and that had me say to myself, man, this is my squad. Pittsburgh went on to win that game, and I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan for 22 years. The next following year, they went to the AFC Championship and then let Troy Brown get the best of them. 3 years later, they end up going 15-1, went back to the AFC Championship, and Tom Brady picked apart the defense. Spygate. But the year after that, they won Super Bowl 40. 3 years later, they won Super Bowl 43. I happened to see them go to another Super Bowl in 45, and I seen them go to 3 Super Bowls, hoist up 2 Lombardis, and damn it, I have enjoyed all 22 years of being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So that is what transpired for me, and how I became a fan. And unless, of course, I concocted a story that I can easily remember, somebody can let me know if you've ever heard me tell the story. Did anything change? Oh, boy. There's a huge stop, and they're going to force a 3 and out. Or will Mike Tomlin go for it on his side of the field? My heavens, the first stop that the Colts get today. Wow. Hell of a job there from Indianapolis to force a punt. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Nick said, thank you. We appreciate the story. Well, there it is. Oh, my. What is going on? Oh, boy. The punt is going to go out of bounds at the 12-yard line. And it looks like Matt Ryan has a chance to make things happen here for the Colts. They are in business. Weedy said his story is way more interesting than how most Bears fans are made. We usually just inherit the itch from your pops. Well, that makes sense because, your father's out there. Well, let me tell you about the 85 Bears. Bears. With a cigar in their mouth and a sweater vest talking about Buddy Ryan and Mike Ditka. The Big Humfer said, what are the Steelers' weaknesses / problems? The offensive line, quarterback play, run defense. Offensive line, quarterback play, run defense. That's their biggest problems. That's their biggest problems. Y'all beat Russell Wilson when in when? In the Super Bowl against Seattle. That was Matt Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander. Russell Wilson came into the league in 2012. Blake said, Najee being out just cost you fantasy this week. There it is. And yeah, there's a lot of people who are born into their fandom. And don't get me wrong, I always look at choosing football teams like this, right? You can inherit a team from your parents. That's one. You can choose a team yourself. But here's the thing. When you choose that team, you got to just stick with that team. I'm not with that. I'm a free agent. I'm going to see what team I like and then constantly switch between here. No. You choose a team and then you become a fan. I don't believe in that. I choose a player and then I cheer for that player wherever they go. That's bullshit. You choose a team, that's your squad. I ain't going to tell you how to be a fan, though. But I just don't like bandwagon fans because I think that's bullshit. You can't just, man, I'm only a fan of winning teams. That's retarded. So there's that. And then last but not least, from where the city you're from, city or state that you're from. So you want to rep your city, you want to rep your state, that makes sense. But for me, I chose my teams when I was 6. Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Miami Heat fan, and I've been a fan since. If they win, great. They lose, it is what it is. That's how I always looked at it. David said, it's okay. You're a Pats fan and you're from New Jersey and you've been a fan since bum-ass Bledsoe. Hey, man, my cousin, actually, I believe he's in the building. Let me see if Gabo's Reacts is in here. Yeah, my cousin is in the building, and also the unchiseled Adonis. Both of those guys are Pats fans. In fact, actually, my cousin is an actual Patriots fan, also still, a Brady fan as well. The unchiseled Adonis is more of just that of a Brady fan. I can't call him a Patriots fan because I can count on my hands how many games he's watched in the last decade. Like, these motherfuckers was playing in the Super Bowl. This man didn't even watch the Super Bowl. That's how you know it's like, all right, you're not really a fan, dog. Your team can't be playing in the game, and you don't even know what happened in the game. All you're doing is looking at, oh, man, look at the highlights on the – and listen, you ain't got to be a fan of a team and tune into everything that they got going on. Don't get me wrong. But a Super Bowl, the game going on television, you playing internet pool recreationally, you can't call yourself a fan at that point. So there's that. 2nd and 6 here. I don't need any receptions here from Jonathan Taylor Swift. This will cost me my parlay. Ooh, that's a good tackle. Nope, it's not going to be enough to stop him. Woods picks up the first down here. And now Indianapolis is starting to put together a little bit of offense here. Kenny Mack said, you've been a Texans fan since the Oilers relocated. Oh, my. First and 10. Here comes the Colts. It looks like they're going to try to start moving a little bit up tempo. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor Swift. He's going to pick up about 5. MP1 says, what's the score? Man, I really wish I knew what the score was, man. Can somebody help MP1 find out what the score was, what the score of this game is, as if it's not on the screen right here? A big dummy. Benjamin J said, do I play fantasy football? What a great question. Well, let me tell you something right now. You know what I play on what do I play on as it pertains to football is on Underdog Fantasy Football. You want to know what that is? If you head over to Underdog Fantasy, click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code Adonis, and they will match whatever donation you put in, or I should say whatever deposit you put in, up to $100. And I do participate in a little bit of parlays, and I've got 3 running right now. Let me give you an idea of what it looks like right now for me. I've got my 3-leg parlay with Steven Sims under 10 receiving yards. Chase McLaughlin, I need 2 field goals from him. He only needs 1 more to go. And Gunner, I need him with less than 12 receptions. As Jonathan Taylor Swift picks up a first down. Then I have Steven Sims under 10. I have Pierce with no receptions. Thank the Lord. If he gets 3, then I'm in trouble. Gentry under 7, and then also Gunner under 11 as well. And then last but not least, and I believe that one. No, and then last but not least, I have Pickett with at least 1 interception. Deontay Johnson under 5. Jonathan Taylor with under. I need 1 less reception from him, and then Pat Freiermuth with under 5 receptions as well. So if you ask me about fantasy, only fantasy I'm participating in is Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis and participate in the different sort of, activities that they have on the app. Me personally, my favorite is the Pick'em. So make sure you head over to Underdog Fantasy. Let them know I sent you. You loved Steven Sims when he was with you guys. I'm assuming that you are indeed talking about the Washington Commanders. There's the dump off to Campbell. Where is he going? He's going to go down instead of 1 yard short at the 35-yard line. I need a Pittsburgh stop over here. They're in field goal range, but I need to stop right here. It looks like they're still going no huddle. Now is a perfect time for T.J. Watt to make his presence felt. Now is the perfect time for T.J. Watt to make his presence felt. Ant said, you've been a Pats fan since you were 8 and a Mavs fan since 2011 when you first started watching basketball. Fair enough. Are they going to get the first down? No, they are not. They will be stopped short. I stopped short. Weedy said, you got family in, oh, good Lord. I said, what? Well, good. Oh, that is a long name. I do not know what that location is. Oh, my. Solomon said, you were born and raised in San Francisco. They're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th down? Oh, my Lord. Just kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. They don't want me to have my parlay. Are they going to try to draw them off sides, or are they actually going to go for it here? Are they going to try to draw them off sides, or are they actually going to go for it here? Oh, my Lord. No, I think it's just going to try to draw them offsides. No, they actually went for it, and Matt Ryan dove. I'll be damned. Lord in heaven. They done picked up the first down. Golly, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Matt Ryan actually jumped. Wow. I am shocked. I did not see that coming. Oshawa Benin is where the Green Bay where Green Bay plays. Well, I'll be damned. I did not know this. I did not know this. Here comes Matt Ryan. He's going to get hit. Picks up the first down to Mo Alley Cox, but there's laundry on the field, and I think that's going to be an OPI. Oh, no, it might be a DPI. Wait a minute here. There's laundry on the field, though. Let's see what the referee's call is. Street Beef Scrapyard, put 5 on it. Said, what's up, my man? You should react to one of my fights where the branch in Washington State, you reacted to the one in Virginia a couple of times. Indeed, I have. I've seen you guys. Oh, Lord, they done threw a flag on Pittsburgh. Come on now. What is going on? So I should react to some of your fights. You know what's funny is I actually have you guys open in one of my tabs. So I have to get a couple. I will be doing a compilation really, 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 really soon. So stay tuned for that. I'll have you guys tagged and everything. I have reacted to the one in Virginia for sure. So I've got to get you guys for sure. You guys have become a subscriber on the channel. You've been in a couple of the comment sections as well. So it's only right that I get that done for you guys, man. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that you guys tune into the commentary. You actually like it, man. That's pretty dope. Can't tell you how many people, I've done reactions to, their videos or whatever the case may be. They're like, hey, man, we don't like what you got going. I'm like, all right, man, ain't no problem. Hey, you can't please everybody. You know what it is? I ain't somebody who's searching for approval from everybody, but I appreciate the fact that you guys actually tune in. And not only, tune into the videos or just 3 Beats or whatever, but you guys tune into, some other videos that's there as well, son. So I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome, man. If you guys haven't already subscribed to Street Beef's Scrapyard, please go ahead and do so. People getting knocked into the shadow realm in Washington State. Okay. Well, make sure you guys head over and check out Street Beef Scrapyard if you have not already. Matt Ryan going right, passes broken up, and now they're going to set up a 3rd and long here inside the 20-yard line. Oliver said, you love my commentary. I look forward to it every week after football. I appreciate that. Oh, good defense there by Devin Bush to go break up that pass. He was slightly late there, but good defense, way to break up the pass. And now they need themselves a stop over here. They need themselves a stop over here. Solomon said World Cup commentary on the knockout stage, but it's going to be a Patreon exclusive. It will be a Patreon exclusive because I can't run the risk on YouTube because they gave me 2 strikes in 2018. One of the videos was freaking unlisted and I got a strike. So I can't even run the risk. I'm not playing with FIFA, I'm not playing no games with them. And they're going to stop them here. Now I wonder if they'll kick the field goal or they'll go for it on 4th down here. I wonder if they're going to go field goal. I think they're going field goal. I think they're going field goal here. All right, well, here we go. A field goal here can lock up one of the lock up another spot in the parlay. Field goal here can lock up another spot in the parlay here. Steve Brief said YouTube is brutal sometimes. Oh, I'm pretty sure you guys deal with it, where they community guidelines will come in, or I should say the ad sustainability will probably pop in for you guys, so you guys have to go out there and appeal, so then they'll have a human review the video when you really don't think it's a human who's watching it. They'll say, this one is not, we can't promote this on our website or whatever. But then you can have people talking about absolute tomfoolery on the doggone platform. It's ludicrous. Oh, my God, they got laundry on the field. What is going on? What are they doing? This man goes offside. Yo, they don't want me to win a parlay. Moreover, Pittsburgh is just shooting themselves in the foot since the start of this second half, dog. What the hell are they doing? What the hell are they doing? Golly. They done called off sides. They hold them to a field goal, and they keep the drive going, man. That is crazy. And now it's 1st and goal here. Oh, Pittsburgh just like to take out the Glock 19, point it towards their feet. It is brutal, man. Are the Eagles contenders? Actually, yes. I would say the Eagles are contenders for sure. They are not pretenders. The Eagles are pretty good. That offensive line is no joke. Lane Johnson hasn't given up a sack in 2 years. Jason Kelsey is playing at a level like no 30-plus-year-old center should be playing at. Jalen Hurts is front runner for MVP right now. A.J. Brown is constantly finding separation here and there. Those guys are firing on all cylinders, man. King Oris said, what the hell happened to the Steelers locker room at halftime? Hell going on. Hey, Pittsburgh probably was popping champagne. They had their best first half of the entire season and thought football was only 30 minutes. What the hell was that? They thought football was 30 minutes because there ain't no way you play the first half at that level and then you come out here in the second half and you play this absolute garbage. That's ridiculous. Here you go, second down. Somebody need to get a stop here. Ryan throws it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. This is TJ Watt time. Somebody got to go and get themselves a sack. Somebody got to go and get themselves a sack here. Somebody got to go make a play here. Matt Ryan needs to be on his ass here. Alexander Pafavon said, do I think Russell Wilson would finish his career as a Bronco? No. I don't think so. To tell you the truth, I don't know if Russell Wilson will play 18 years. I would not be surprised if Russell Wilson mess around and retire within the next 4. I would not be surprised if Russell Wilson mess around and retire within the next 4. Pass to the end zone. Oh, my God. Oh, it's broken up. Oh, there's laundry on the field. Wait a minute. What? There's laundry on the field again. What is happening? Nah, son, they know about my parlay, dog. They know about my parlay. This is crazy. Street Beef said, do I think that Russell will come back to Seattle? Actually, no, I don't think so. Yeah, he done wrapped that arm around. He didn't even need to. He didn't even need to. You gotta be kidding me. Pittsburgh don't, man. They know about my parlay, dog. There ain't no way. Oh, he fumbled. Matt Ryan had to fall back on the football. Oh, my heavens. They fumble. It's Steelers football. Wait, what? Ryan didn't get the foot. Wait a minute. What? Ryan didn't get the football. How? What? Oh, my heavens. How did Ryan get the foot? He's right there. Wow. What? He took the ball away. I'm so confused. What in tarnation just transpired? There ain't no way, dog. There ain't no way. What in tarnation did we just see? Man, they out here with some Fred Flintstone kind of football, and Matt Ryan puts the ball on the ground. I'll be damned. Matt Ryan's long neck got in the way. Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart. Let me tell you something right now. Matt Ryan gonna need a long neck, ice cold beer, because what the hell was he doing with the little bit of butterfingers from Jonathan Taylor Swift putting the ball on the ground? This man was right on the goddamn football and couldn't recover it. What is happening? They catch a break on a couple pass interferences. They convert on a 4th down, and they fumble at the 1-yard line. Man, that is brutal. What is going on here? SB Pafavon said, thank you for the commentary. We like it. We like that here. I appreciate you. What is happening? Somebody was eating Butterfingers at the break. Shit. How the hell does that happen? All of the possibilities that could have transpired there, that is the least of what I thought would happen. That is the least of what I thought would happen. That's absolutely wild. Did not see that one coming whatsoever. That was not on the bingo card. Tim Tebow making commercials still? Oh, absolutely. Tim Tebow is going to be relevant as it pertains to college football forever. Tim Tebow has one of the greatest college football legacies of all time. Now, granted, at the pros, it didn't pan out. That is absolutely wild. I cannot believe Pittsburgh was able to negate Indianapolis on a drive that looked like they were destined to score a touchdown. That is a hell of a break there for Pittsburgh. But now they got to make something happen. Here we go. Hand off to Benny Snell. Can he find a seam? Oh, good carry right there. Picks up 8 yards. That's a tough carry right there from Benny Snell. How does Jonathan Taylor not? Oh, he put his hand before he didn't get all of it. Golly. Oh, boy, that's what happened. The football was by his knees. That's the Colts' first football. That's their first fumble at the 1-yard line since week 2 of 2015. Who the hell pulled up that statistic? Somebody was working overtime during a commercial break. How the hell do you find when was the last time somebody fumbled at the 1-yard line? What do you search for that? What do you search for that statistic? Ooh, Benny Snell did not get anywhere there on that handoff. Oh, my. Now Pittsburgh got to pick up a first down. So this drive isn't all for naught. You know, Kenny Pickett scrambling really helped out Pittsburgh being able to move the chains in that first half. I'd like to see them probably line up in a little bit of shotgun here and him utilize his legs. Because they need to swing the momentum here because the third quarter has been dominated by Indianapolis. Empty formation here. There's Pickett. Use your feet. Use your feet. Rifles it over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Pickens did not get the catch there. Oh, Lord in heaven. They lined up with quads to the right and still went to the weak side. Oh, Pickens just dropped that one. Pickens just dropped that one. What kind of hands? Why would you turn your hands like this when you're sliding? That's all on Pickens right there. You get yourself a break. Now, if you're Pittsburgh, perhaps you can exhale because you blocked a touchdown. So at least there's that. You may not have came. Oh, Lord, that's a block coming. It'll be a very short kick. And Indy's going to get the football at the 45. Yeah, Pittsburgh 3-and-out crew done came right back. King said, you want to know Tomlin's thoughts right now. Confusion. Sean put 5 on it. Said, Chiseled, my birthday is next week on December 9th. Your co-worker at the Amtrak in D.C. is also a Steelers fan and told you to watch them beat Indy. Well, it can happen. They can beat Indy. I'm pulling for them to beat Indy. We shall see. Happy early birthday as well. Cards are pretenders? No, they're not even close to being pretenders. They're not even contenders, let alone pretenders. They're observers because they will not make it to the postseason. Hit that like button if you have not hit the like button already. We are sitting at 759 in the building. We only got 415 likes. Let's get it up to 500. Come on now. Likes are free. Hit that like button. Hit the like, 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 the butt, like butt, like butt, like butt, like butt, like butt, like butt, the like, 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 like butt, 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 like butt. Hit the like button. Come on now. Kai Brown said this game is costing you to drink. Oh my. Somebody's turned towards alcoholism because of the Indianapolis Colts and Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickens catches, circus catches, yet drops the ones that's right in his hands. Reminds me of the late, I don't know why I said the late. Reminds me of Brandon Lloyd. This guy was circus catch Poppy, son. But when it came to regular passes, he'd routinely drop ones that are right in his hands. But Brandon Lloyd would catch footballs, contort his body like no other, bro. Gordy man said, what's up? How is it going? Weedy said, short video game, Kyler, going to go for a run. Indeed, he will. Hey, Street Beats done hit the like button. We appreciate that. Yeah, Brandon Lloyd was good. With toe taps, all that different thing. He was circus catch, toe taps. He was sensational. But he would drop regular passes. And you know what's funny? And I talked about this a couple years ago. With NFL Throwback, their Instagram page or whenever they would, do collaboration posts with the NFL. Anytime they upload something, people would just run to the comment. This person's so underrated. I can't believe your Hall of Fame. You never seen them play. If everybody's underrated, nobody's underrated. If everybody's a Hall of Famer, nobody's a Hall of Famer. Let's not get ahead of themselves. People are good. There's no problem with being a good, average, football player. There's not an issue with that. Not everybody's a Hall of Famer. Not everybody's a damn bust. Evidently, you're not allowed to be in the middle anymore. You either got to be the best or the worst. Oh, boy. Levi Wallace could have stepped up and got an interception. Instead, it's Woods with a huge catch to put Indy in field goal range. And that offense is firing on all cylinders in the third quarter, dog. TJ Watt has been a non-factor. He's got to make a play. They had him go into coverage. All he's trying to do is force fumbles. There's a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He is going to pick up 4. Who's winning the NFC South? Tampa will win with an 8-9 record. Yeah, Levi Wallace has got to he's got to target the football there. Oh, he fumbled. Actually, yeah, no. I think that would, boy, you know what? I think that actually is not a catch. I think the Colts were able to get away with one. I don't think I'd categorize that as a catch. The Colts got away with one there. I don't think that one was a catch. I think that would have been an incompletion, but it's a hell of a job for the Colts to hurry up on offense. They got away with that. That wasn't a catch. He did take the contact, but the football was still moving. That's not a catch. Or perhaps if you want to say football moving a fumble, when I do the commentary, I'll definitely touch on it. Well, then again, I'm not going to download the full game. I'm only going to go through the highlight package like I did prior because tomorrow's going to be a speed day. So we'll see. But I don't think that necessarily was a catch. If only there was a guy, correct, if only there was a guy who did a 3-part series on what a catch in the NFL is. From the 35.5-yard line, there's Matt Ryan trying to find somebody down the middle. Got his man wide open. That's Woods. Takes it inside the 10-yard line. And the Colts are right back where they were before. Yeah, Weedy said he didn't seem to make a football move. He didn't because he caught the football there, didn't necessarily have a chance to make the football move, took the contact, and then that the football started moving. So I think that's actually an incomplete pass. And now 1st and 10, handoff to Jonathan Taylor Swift. Where is he going? Nowhere. He's going down after a gain of only 1. Matt is cooking right now. Indeed he is. Watch the 8 and 9 Bucks make the Super Bowl. Actually, I don't see that happening this year. I think they won't even win a playoff game. Sorry. I think they're going to be the 4 seed. They'll end up playing the 5 seed, and the 5 seed will probably be Dallas. And although it's a matchup that the Bucks have been able to win, oh boy, into the end zone. There's Pittman. That's a touchdown. And the Colts have evened up the score at 16 apiece with an opportunity to take the lead. They've scored 13 unanswered, and now Pittsburgh's got to regroup. George Pickens' inability to catch a football has led to the Colts going down the field and scoring, and what was a comfortable 13-point lead have turned into a 13-point unanswered goddamn comeback here. The Pittsburgh Steelers of 2022 are going to Pittsburgh Steelers of 2022. Good Lord in heaven. Just ways to fuck themselves. On the extra point, the kick is through the uprights, and it's good. The Colts have their first lead of this game. Jeff Saturday is the real deal. Well, he's definitely got those guys regrouped. What the hell kind of coverage was that? This man was literally out there just jogging with him. He was out here just jogging with him. He didn't even try to cover him. Good Lord in heaven. Get sexed, young man. And we've got a game on Monday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. The Colts take the lead. Pittsburgh's defense is napping. Ain't that the truth? That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Since that damn kick return, these men, they've gone out there and doubled their first half production. Talk about a quarter. As I always say, football is 60 minutes, man. Football is 60 minutes. You can have a very good first half and do virtually nothing. Pittsburgh had 232 yards in the first half. They've had 17 yards in the third quarter. 17. They've done absolutely nothing in the third quarter. What they need now more than ever is a good return, which they're probably not going to get because McLaughlin's probably going to kick it into the back of the end zone. But they need a big splash play. Najee Harris is out of this game. So now they need a play. Kenny Pickett scramble, a big run from Snell or McFarland, but somebody's going to need to show up. Ryan said, who's the coach of the year favorite? Sirianni, McDaniel, Dabble, or O'Connell? It's Sirianni. It's got to be Sirianni. Now, don't get me wrong. McDaniel definitely has the potential to jump out of there, but it's got to be Sirianni for sure. It's got to be Sirianni for sure. Here we go. Pittsburgh, first play of the third quarter. I wonder what they're going to do here. There's Pickett. He's rolling, looking for somebody. Pass is going to be caught by, no, it's dropped by Pickens. I don't know. They're going to say it was juggled. Yeah, Pickens need to get his hands together. He thought there was a catch there. Let's see the replay, see if there was a catch or if he juggled the football. Why do the Steelers play to the competition? Well, we all wish we knew why. Yeah, that football moved. On the ground. They're going to rule that. Dabble doing the most with less, though. Is he really? They're winning those games, but if you really watch the games, as I said before, the Giants are a team that comes home late from work, and they just so happen to be a parking spot that's there. It's not necessarily a situation in which they've gone out there and earned it, per se. Things have fallen into their lap. I'm not going to discredit 7 wins because 7 wins is 7 wins. But of those coaches, I would give it to Sirianni for sure. And we're going to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading to the fourth quarter. Furry Mike said, I bet you had a field day yesterday knowing what the date was. By the way, what was yesterday's date? Oh, if you didn't know what yesterday's date was, it was not the 28th. It wasn't the 26th. In fact, it was November the
27.
27.
27.
Zimo.
20.
Venset. It was the 27th of the 27th of the month. But ladies and gentlemen, we have now entered the fourth quarter. So it's time to sound the alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, in a game that appeared to have been dominated by the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Indianapolis Colts put together a third quarter campaign that has shifted the momentum of this primetime Monday Night Football game live in Lucas Oil Stadium, if it's still titled Lucas Oil Stadium, in Indianapolis, Indiana, as the Colts have their very first lead of this game, trying desperately to force Pittsburgh into a little bit of problems here on third down, an impending third down, leading 17-16. Can the Indianapolis Colts complete their turnaround in the second half and hold off the Pittsburgh Steelers? Or can Kenny Pickett go out there and take his receipt to the sperm bank and get a fourth quarter comeback? Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the fourth quarter. It's time. We shall see what will happen in the final period where the Indianapolis Colts have dominated the entire third quarter. They've doubled their production from the first half. Pittsburgh has not even touched their production from the first half. Najee Harris is out of this game. However, What will Kenny Pickett do? He was 14 of 18 for 133 yards in the first half. He's 0 of 3 with 0 yards in the second half thus far. So needless to say, it's never too late for that man to use his legs. Now, let's see. What will Kenny Pickett do? Takes the snap. Here comes the rush. Time in the pocket over the middle. Pass is going to be caught by George Pickens. Now ain't the time to walk around and be, oh, man, I'm back, all this other stuff. You got to go and make plays, period. You got to go and make plays. That's a hell of a throw. That's a hell of a throw and catch right there. But they've got to get back to the run game that had been working there. You got to go out there and make plays. That's a hell of a play. That's right there. Ryan Patuon said, Art's definitely going to sign Megan Thee Stallion. What you mean? Oh, and there was a clothesline there. That's a blow to the head. That should have been a flag for roughing the passer. And indeed, they did call it. They did throw the flag for roughing the passer as well. Tack on an extra 15. Hit that boy with a clothesline from hell. That is a blow to the head. That is indeed a blow to the head. That's a clothesline from hell. Tack on an additional 15. I think there's going to be a timeout that's going to be called here. Or maybe they're resetting the play clock or something. Oh, they need a clock adjustment. Well, there it is. Somebody mentioned they need Megan Thee Stallion. I don't understand what Ryan talking about. They need Megan Thee Stallion out there. What is Megan Thee Stallion going to do out there on the field? She's just going to go out there and be a distraction. But who really going to be distracted by Megan Thee Stallion?
Dancing feet with that lower body. It's unbelievable. Look at the body. Look at that bubble butt. Thighs. I mean, they're power generators, right?
It's time! Bring them to me. I'm gonna give them the almighty stroke. What you're trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers.
We must stay focused. But on first down, I believe they ran with Oshesky here on the they ran him on a jet sweep. I would hope that wasn't. Oh Lord, that was on a goddamn shovel pass. Oh no. Wait, that was it. Wait, that's just a jet sweep. Why'd they give him yards? When the hell? Well, they gave him 9 yards. That's a shut. Hey man, why'd they give him 9 yards? That wasn't even receiving. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, huge handoff, big hole for Benny Snell. They done gave this man 9 yards. That's a jet sweep. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on? They gave him receiving yards on a jet sweep. When did he have a reception? He didn't. Hey, they better take that off. That ain't no receiving yards. He didn't have no receiving yards. They trying to screw me. That was a jet sweep. Take the yards. Hey, they trying to drive me crazy. If you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app if you have not already. They trying to drive me crazy here. Oh, boy, McLaughlin with the field goals. Let's see what transpires. There's the dump off. Oh, there's Gentry going absolutely nowhere. In fact, he's going backwards. He's about to have negative yards there. Gentry going backwards. He's got negative 4 yards. They better take those yards off for that. Oh, Lord, they done left it. They left the yards for Gunner. Wait a minute. He's got no receptions. That's a rushing play, and they gave him 9. It's not a pass. That's a jet sweep. Because they pitched it in front of him. Didn't he just hand it to him? Oh, well, there it is. Down goes one of the parlays, but Deontay Jones pick up the first down, Deontay Johnson. Always running sideways. That deletes one of the parlays. Well, there goes the first one. That eliminates the first one. It's considered a pass if he pitched it? I thought he handed it to him. He pitched it? I'll take that back then. I thought he handed it to him. I must have missed the pitch. I thought he handed it to him. Then my bad. I thought he handed it to him. They got it listed on ESPN as a run play. That's interesting. Down goes the first parlay. The first parlay is out. I didn't know he pitched it. I thought he handed it to him on the jet sweep. If he pitched it to him, well, there it is. First parlay is eliminated. There's Freiermuth. He's going to keep himself inside. Is Freiermuth in my other one? No, Freiermuth's in the other one, so it don't matter now. This one's gone. My first parlay is gone, and Freiermuth is pretty much going to eliminate that. My first parlay is gone. Freiermuth able to move the chains here. Oh, Lord, wait, what the hell? Wait a minute. When did Gunner? Oh, they gave the yards to Gunner for a second. Ah, there it is. I knew it wasn't a pitch. I knew it was a run. They done fixed it on Underdog. They got rid of it. Yes, I knew it was a run. There was no pitch. I knew I wasn't in the genjutsu. Oh, that's a dangerous pitch to Derek Watt. Jeez Louise, you can't do that. Dangerous pitch to Derek Watt. I knew somebody was in the genjutsu. It's a run. Come on now. It was a handoff. Try to catch like I don't know what I was talking about. I knew what I was talking about. But here we go. Pittsburgh inside the 5, second and goal. Seahawks said, do I think both YouTube and Twitch are going to last forever? No, not forever. Oh, boy, there's a pass back in the end zone. Oh, boy, broken up. Johnson nearly had a touchdown. Oh, Lord, he's gotten back up. I thought he was down. He's gotten back up. He's fine, but the touchdown reception, not so much. On 3rd and goal, pass was batted out of his hands. You got to squeeze. Jawar in the building. What's going on? Ballin' in the Burgundy podcast. Said, yo, what's up, Chiseled? Said it before. We really appreciated you coming on the last month. Always supporting you. Keep up the stunning work, and we would love to have you back on. Yes, man. I appreciate you guys. And congratulations to your Washington football team. Or I should say Washington Commanders. Oh, and now there's a commander, or I should say there is a Colt that is down, and Sims is now leaving the field as well. Sims is leaving the field as well. And if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app as well. Kid Dynamite said, look, man, I was going off on what happened. I didn't even fully see the handoff. I knew it was a handoff. Y'all over here trying to convince me that it was a pitch. It was not a pitch. It was a regular handoff. But this is why you got to have multiple parlays running. I knew I wouldn't just go with one. So my original one, this is the dangerous one that I had here with Kenny Pickett with that interception. I also had Matt Ryan, then Deontay Johnson under 5, Jonathan Taylor under 3, and then Pat Freiermuth under 5. This one is now gone. That one is now gone, but I still got two moving. I got this one over here. Gentry has -4 yards. Gunner now has under 11 because he doesn't have any. Pierce under 3 receptions. And last but not least, Steven Sims under 10 yards receiving. Literally, if Sims gets 1 reception, it's over. Unless it's a reception for no yards, it's over. And then last but not least, the 3 parlay leg, the leg for the needs Chase McLaughlin to get a field goal. But if Pittsburgh finds the end zone right here, the probability of Indianapolis, kicking a field goal at one point in this game, I do not see it happening. Because Pittsburgh scores a touchdown here, they'll probably go for 2 to make it a full, 8-point, or I should say a 7-point lead here. So since that's the case, Pittsburgh needs a touchdown, but they can kick a field goal to take the lead here, and that would now force Indianapolis in a situation where a field goal can win or a touchdown can win, but I need a touchdown from Pittsburgh. That would be ideal. Oh, boy, Kenny Moore leaving, and then also Sims leaving the game as well. But it looks like Sims will be returning. What happened there? Oh, wow. Actually, that's just a clear Deontay Johnson drop. And what's interesting is he doesn't have a touchdown on the year, but he could have had 3. That's just a clear Deontay Johnson drop. You got to catch that football. That's on him. But it's 3rd and goal. I'm wondering now what Pittsburgh's game plan is. The football is on the it's on the 2-yard line. It's on the 2-yard line. Listen, if I'm Kenny Pickett, I might ponder possibly running. There's the handoff. Oh, touchdown. There it is. Benny Snell finds the end zone. Keep the offense on the field. You got to go for 2 here. Extra point does you no favors. You got to go for 2 here. Pittsburgh did block a field goal earlier on in this game. However, you got to go for 2 in this situation. Touchdown, Snell. They got to go for 2 here. David Goggins put 5 on it. Said this whole game is ludicrous. Jeff Saturday is the answer. Well, we shall see. Pittsburgh responds with a touchdown. Time to take out that Uno card. Perhaps they can give the Colts 2 for their mistakes. They need to convert here. If I'm Kenny Pickett, I might ponder wanting to run. You only get 1 opportunity at this here. Oh, no, they might have Hayward over the middle. There might be Hayward over the middle. Run, Pickett, run. Run, Pickett, run. Why? Oh, my God, he still found him. Pickens with the catch. Pickett to Pickens. I'm surprised Kenny didn't run. Oh, he did the Ronaldo. Sweet. Pittsburgh by 7. All right. Pittsburgh has the lead. I'm not celebrating. I may be slightly, elated, but I ain't celebrating. Game ain't over. As Kobe Bryant once said, job finished, job not finished. I don't think so. I'm surprised Kenny Pickett did not run here. I'm shocked he did not run here. He literally could have kept going because 32 may have been hauling ass, but if Kenny Pickett kept trying to look as if he was trying to get rid of the football there, I think 32 would not have stepped downwards. One way or another, Pickens was able to catch it in the end zone, and now they gave them 2 for their mistakes. Frozen. Jove, but 5 on it said, where's Jameis Winston when you need him? Jameis Winston. I hope he doesn't show up, at least not for Pittsburgh, because that Kenny Pickett, interception that I had on the parlay, that one is pretty much moot now, so I don't need any. And on top of that, at this point, this late in the game, I'm not even, forget the doggone parlays, at least as it pertains to that one in particular. So now the pressure is on Indianapolis here, because if Indy were to go 3 and out, or whatever the case may be, Pittsburgh is going to go, running the football. But keep in mind, the Colts have 196 kick return yards here, and Pittsburgh does not kick it out of the end zone. They need to stop them here on the return. It's going to be taken down to the 25, and here comes the Colts offense that has put together 2 score drives here in the second half. It's time for Pittsburgh's defense to step up, and this is TJ Watt time. He's got to make a play. He's been way too quiet all day. There's too much time on the clock here, but Pittsburgh can make something happen. With that 9:50 on the clock here, Pittsburgh can make something happen if defensively they can make a play, or they can force Indianapolis into a 3 and out. Then they can try to play the run the football game and try to take away, the running option, because Jonathan Taylor is still a threat in this kind of game here. Taylor is still a threat in this kind of game here. There's a tackle straight out the gate, gain of 1. Where did I have that Jonathan Taylor parlay? Oh, I had that Jonathan Taylor. Well, that also tattooed the earlier parlay. I got nothing to worry about with that because Deontay Johnson already went over. So that eliminates that one right there. So if I had hopes of getting 500, it already got deleted on the past 2 drives. But I still got 2 parlays open on Underdog Fantasy. So if you guys have not already, download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis. And there's a sack in the backfield. Millette able to make it onto, oh, Lord, TJ Watt's shoe done came off. What is going on there? TJ Watt's shoe came off and 3rd down is coming. Matt Ryan surprisingly didn't throw the football away. Well, he was still in the tackle box, so there was nowhere to go. No, actually, he could have thrown the football away there. He could have just rifled the football towards the right. He never looked. He never saw his guy there. You got to get rid of the football. You're way too goddamn, you're way too much of a veteran to not get rid of the football there. Here's TJ Watt on the field here. It's time to make a play, TJ. It's time to make a play. 3rd and 14. You can't allow a conversion, man. You can't allow a conversion, man. Here comes TJ Watt. Oh, damn, they double teamed him. Pass is broken. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually caught by Pittman, but he's going to get stopped here. 3 and out coming. You don't go for it here. Don't. Oh, boy. Yeah, here comes the Colts offense off the field. I thought they was going to try to be a Brandon Staley offense. Don't do that. Parlay is still intact, ladies and gentlemen. Parlay is still intact. And now time is going downwards. Pittsburgh needs 3 first downs, and they can make things very interesting. 3 first downs can make this very interesting. 3 puts you in a high level of comfortability. And keep in mind, 3 first downs would mean that you get to midfield. So now you have a little bit of leverage there. And you still got 3 more plays after that, depending on when you pick up your first downs. Oh, my God. Sims is wilding. Son nearly fumbled on the goddamn punt return. 3 first downs makes things interesting. You just got to make sure that, hey, there won't be any running into the kicker here. Nope, there won't be any running into the kicker here. Because keep in mind, Harvin, there was a run into the kicker earlier on with Harvin as well, where there was a little bit of contact after the fact. Oh, those gentlemen was pushed into him. Come on now. Ain't going to be no running into the kicker there. You better stop it. Nope, you're not going to get a flag on that. That's not how it goes down like that. If somebody's pushed into the kicker, there's no running into the kicker. If you actually just go ahead and you run into it, then you could throw the flag. There's curriculum for that flag. No running into the kicker on that one. Oh, no. Oh, no. We saw that one earlier. People may think that's my bias showing, but it's not. We saw that one earlier. Peyton put 2 on it. Said, well, might be time to turn on sunny days. Not just yet. No time. There's still a shit ton of time on the clock here. Gray said, how do I stay motivated during my workouts? Thank you in advance. Man, God bless you. Well, how do I stay motivated in my workouts? I think about where I once was, and moreover, I think about where I want to be. When I went on my fitness journey, really, I was always an active child, but when I was 14, that's where the Chiseled name came from, whenever I gave the origin of the name Chiseled Adonis. So, no, I don't need JT to get no catch no more, because that parlay's already got destroyed due to Deontay Johnson having a 5th catch on the game. But what keeps me motivated is the fact that I have a way that I want my body to look, and I understand that I can't get there if I don't exercise. And moreover, bestowing myself the name Chiseled Adonis, really, because oftentimes when somebody have a nickname, somebody gives you the nickname, but then the 2 names were given to me, I put them 2 together. So I really cultivated and created my own name. You don't call yourself Chiseled Adonis and you ain't chiseled. I got to stay cut up like Nicole Brown Simpson. So with that being the case, I got to make sure that I keep myself in shape. And moreover, there's a way that I want to look. And I recognize, I want to be one of those diesel elderly individuals who out there, but I got to make sure I stay on top of my stuff. Moreover, I have a certain sort of lifestyle, or I should say a look that I want to have when I'm in my 30s. I want to have myself the Rolodex of suits, but I'd love to wear, no tie or just unbuttoned shirt, sitting on the beach, smoking a cigar, having my chest out, all this other stuff. Granted, you can do that with any kind of body that you want, but I have a certain sort of look that I want to have. So since that's the case, I keep myself motivated there. And on top of that, me being a Dragon Ball Z fan, I grew up on Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta's my favorite character. It'd be foolish for me to sit over here and watch all this anime, seeing people pushing their limits, and I don't. Come on now. Think about what everybody's favorite character in superhero. Like, one of the things that never made any sense to me, people revere individuals who always sacrifice and disciplined, all right, motivated, and they're consistent, but they can't do them in their own life? Hell no. Hell no. You ain't no way in hell you grew up on Dragon Ball Z and you telling me you can't get your ass in the gym. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You see people constantly push their limits and you can't? To hell with that shit. Put your motherfucking head back down and go to work. Benny Snell picks up 8 yards here, sets up a 2nd and short. Yeah, John Poe said Nicole Brown Simpson, Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, it got real dark real fast. I would say like a Jeffrey Dahmer victim, but would it really be a different reaction? Alex A said, you ugly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Dexter Loomis giving away money on Monday Night Raw. Why couldn't he give away money at War Games? I was at War Games on Saturday. Why couldn't they give out money there? Here comes Pittsburgh. Opportunity to get a first down. Benny Snell is going to be stopped 1 yard short. 3rd and 1. Here we go. This is for the money here for Pittsburgh. They need 3 first downs to make this game a little bit more interesting. Or I should say, to put a shit ton of pressure on the Indianapolis Colts. 3rd and 1. They've been stopped short before. Can Pittsburgh pick up the first down here? Brendan put 5 on, said parlay over under 39.5 points. You took the under. Damn it. Well, sorry to hear that. Here we go. Motion man goes Hayward. There's a handoff to, oh, boy, Derek Watt able to pick up the first down here. And now that's the first down. That's the first down. 2 more first downs make this very interesting. The next snap will happen with about 5:50-something on the clock here. 2 more first downs, preferably on like a second or a third down on a first down, make things very interesting. Pittsburgh just got to keep chomping away. They just got to keep chomping away. Unk trying to be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nah, I don't need to be all that. I ain't got to be. I remember when I was younger, I thought about, man, what if I wanted to become a bodybuilder? But then I looked how non-mobile they were, and I remembered Dragon Ball Z, Super Vegeta, Super Trunks, realizing at that big, that stocky, you really want to have your agility, your mobility. So I want to make sure I have that. On top of that, and I believe I've said this before, but if I have not, well, one of the things that I always wanted to do, Rob Van Dam, Mr. Monday Night, the whole fucking show, RVD, one thing that I always admired about him was his dexterity and his mobility, moreover, his flexibility. I've always wanted to be able to do a split. I don't know why. It's always been something interesting. So, because that's the case, I can't just be this super diesel motherfucker and not be able to do that. So, because that's the case, I want to stay relatively lean, but also muscular at the same time. Kenny Pickett better run. Run. Go down. Protect the football. Laundry on the field here. This may be a hold or illegal hands to the face. There's laundry on the field here. Oh, it's coming back on a hold. That stops the clock, but it also keeps the damn. Oh, it's declined. It's going to be a 3rd and long. They'd rather take the sack than give Pittsburgh the extra down. That's actually smart. Take the sack rather than give them the extra down. Kid Dynamite said, I don't know how or why GT was met, but GT's not canon. No, it was not canon. It was not canon at all. Clock keeps moving here. Now, one more first down would make things interesting, but unfortunately, it's 3rd and long over here. Pickett doesn't need to force anything. Don't force anything. You could use your feet if you have to. They bring 4. Pickett dumps it off. There's Snell, breaks 1 tackle, protect the football. He's going to go down at the 45. They're going to be forced to punt. They only pick up 1 first down. They needed 3 to make things incredibly interesting and force a 2-minute drive, but now they're going to give the Colts the football back with probably 3:58 on the clock. The Colts will get the football back with probably 3:58 or 4 minutes flat on the clock here with an opportunity to even up the score at 24 apiece. A field goal is out of the cards. So as far as I'm concerned, that parlay that I have here for Steven Sims, Chris McLaughlin, and Gunner, I think this one is pretty much done. Because what does a field goal do for you here? So this one's pretty much done. I'm playing for 400 now. That's what's on the docket for me. So if you got, oh boy, they gotta go the full length of the field. That brings them down to the 7-yard line. So this is what I got on the docket here, because this parlay is pretty much all but finished now. A field goal does you no favors unless you have a big-ass play that takes you all the way down there and you have to kick a field goal immediately. So as far as I'm concerned, this Chase McLaughlin field goal, that joint's done. So right now, this is the parlay that's open for me. And this is the one that got to get me. All right, I might just mess around and get my first W on Underdog Fantasy, but I ain't gonna speak nothing or jinx myself at all yet. But what you got to do is click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis. They will match your deposit up to 100 dirham when you use my code. So you can put in 5, they'll give you 5. You put in 20, they'll give you 20. You put in 100, they'll give you 100. Make sure you download Underdog Fantasy and participate in the Pick'em. That is what I'm participating in right now. And they've already got the Pick'ems up for, hell, they got NBA, NFL, soccer, NHL, college basketball. Well, then again, I don't know if you could actually do it on basketball and football. I tried, did not necessarily work out in my favor one way or another. They've got the basketball, soccer, and also NFL upcoming Thursday night. I'll definitely be having my picks going as well. But right now, I've got one parlay that looks like it could possibly hit. And I'm hoping that does mess around and happen. All right. We shall see. But pressure on the Indianapolis Colts right now with 4 minutes remain. Oh, actually, no, it's 3:52. Interesting. The extended roll of the ball took more seconds off of the clock. So, with 3:52 left to play, trailing by 7, can the Colts take their receipt to the sperm bank and get themselves a comeback? Or will the Pittsburgh Steelers take the dead Namekian to the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Keep in mind, because Pittsburgh entered the fourth quarter trailing by 1, that signifies that this can be categorized as a fourth quarter comeback for Kenny Pickett. However, there is nobody talking about completed comebacks just yet. The Matt Ryan-led Indianapolis Colts put together a third quarter that was absolutely magnificent. Can they bring that into the fourth quarter? We shall see. We shall see. The pressure is on. Indianapolis has 21 turnovers this season, the most in the NFL, and they have 2 tonight. Perhaps the defense can force a turnover here. That would be magnificent. We shall see. Alex A. says the Steelers are trash. Why, thank you for sharing your opinion. Then Weedy says Matty Ice is going to put the team on his neck. Oh, my. One bad dog. Patuans that need the Colts to lose to complete the quadfecta. Well, in the AFC South, Jaguars lost, Texans lost, Titans lost. Yes, that would be the quadfecta indeed. There is Matt Ryan down the field. Pass is caught by Pittman. What a catch by Pittman. Are you kidding me? What a catch by Pittman, but there's laundry on the field. Oh, Lord, they're going to have a defense. They might have an unnecessary roughness. They about to throw an unnecessary roughness. Tack on an extra 50. Oh, it's pass interference. What the hell was the pass interference there? They call pass interference. And Levi Wallace is down. Where was the pass interference there? Hell of a catch there. Where was the pass interference? I'm confused. It's pass interference. Did he pull on the jersey? How the hell is that pass interference? That's a hell of a catch, but that is not pass interference. I don't know where the hell the flag came from. That's a hell of a catch, but that is not pass interference. He got to the football at the time of the – that's a bizarre flag. But hell of a catch there by Pittman. That's a hell PI. I'm very confused about that PI. I don't understand that. So let's just say he dropped the football. We going to call that a PI? That's bizarre. Levi Wallace coming off the field here. That's one of their top cover guys. Matt Ryan is 14 of 16, 139 yards with a TD in the second half. He is playing lights out. Talk about a tale of two halves. Kenny Pickett had a first half that was great. Matt Ryan has a second half that was great. Here we go. 46 game-winning drives for Matt Ryan. He's got the most in the NFL since he entered the league in 2008. Can he make yet another one? We shall see. Matt Ryan trying to showcase the ice in his veins. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor Swift. Where is he going? Absolutely nowhere. Gain of 4 yards. That's not necessarily for nowhere. That's something that should be categorized as a positive carry. Here we go here. The Colts are still on the move. 2nd and 8. 3:27 on the clock here at their own 38-yard line. TJ Watt's been silent all day. Somebody's got to make a play. Alex A said, the Cowboys are winning it all. Well, the more you know. 3:13 on the clock here. Here comes the rush. Ryan over the middle. Pass is caught by Woods inside Steelers territory. And the Colts are still moving down the field on third down. Oh, pardon me. On first down with 3 minutes left to play here. Oh, my. What a pass. Great read by the Colts there. And they're now at the 44-yard line of Pittsburgh. Hand off to Taylor. He takes it to the 40. And there's 2:45 on the clock here. No timeouts used by either team. Whole lot of time on the clock here for the Colts here. Indeed, they did lose Woods. And now there's a timeout coming. I believe that will be called by Pittsburgh. Oh, no, the officials stopped the clock. The hell the officials stopped the clock for? The hell? Oh, well, they're calling for Levi Wallace to get off the field. That's interesting. Didn't he just come out for a play? Is there a head injury? Well, I'll be damned. They need him to go to the wow. Wow. Okay. I haven't seen something like that before. The officials come in to stop it, so he would have to step out to go into the blue tent. Guarantee you, Matt Ryan's going to target his substitution. I promise you, they're going to target his substitution. That is, ever since Tua, that's what they've done. They've had an eye in the sky that comes in to target to somebody come off. Well, that's new. All right, I understand why, but that's in a crucial moment of the game. I understand why it happens, but that's a weird way to do it. There it is. They're going to target his man. Pass down the field. Pass sails incomplete. Broken up by Cameron Sutton. I knew exactly they were going to target his guy. Broken up by Cameron Sutton, and now it's 3rd and 6. And now it's 3rd and 6. I knew he was going to go and target their guy. Concussion protocol, crazy. No, I understand. They should. It's just a weird progression because they should have immediately stopped it once the play was over. After Woods got tackled, the ref should have blown it right there. You can't let the team starting to get their adjustments at the line, Ryan trying to set up his pre-snap reads, and then you come in and then you stop it then? That's weird. Huge tackle there. Big blow from Fitzpatrick to set up a 4th down here, and we're going to go to the 2-minute warning. And this right here, it's not the game for Indianapolis. This is not the game for Indianapolis at all. They still got 3 timeouts. So Pittsburgh essentially 1 first down. They're not going to run a play here. We're at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. Right now for Indianapolis, this ain't the game, but they need a conversion here. This is not the game right here. Keep in mind, both teams still have all 3 timeouts. This is not the game right here. This is not the game right here. Mastermind said that's not new. Shit, it's new to me. It's new to me. King James said walking into a tent will magically determine a concussion. No, it's not necessarily going to. I guess they run a series of tests. I've personally never been tested for a concussion. I'm sure that I've probably had one. Then again, I'm not sure because I've had the head ringing or whatever in a small stint, but it's left. I've never had a situation where afterwards my head's ringing in the 6 years that I played padded football and the eventual 1 more year that I happen to play. But they go and they run a series of tests, and if in the event that you happen to pass, then you don't have a concussion. I'm pretty sure they have people who are relatively coherent and still mess around and pass concussion tests, but whatever the case may be. We've got nearly 1,000 in the building. We got nearly 1,000 in the building. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We've only got 527. Let's get the likes up to 700. There's 2 minutes left in this Monday night football game in an AFC matchup. Hit the like button. Come on now. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on now. Do I need to say it in a cathedral? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make an announcement to the people. Hit the like button, please. There's 2 minutes left in the game. We've got 596. Like button, please. That would be nice. Thank you. Next up, sports. Now, 2 minutes left in this game. Indianapolis, 3 timeouts. Pittsburgh, 3 timeouts. The Colts trailing by 7. 24-17, tale of 2 halves. Pittsburgh dominated the first half, went into the break, leading 16-3. The Colts proceeded to score 14 unanswered, led 17-16 going into the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh has turned it around. Kenny Pickett put together a drive as they drove down the field and took the lead, converted on the 2-point conversion with Pickett to Pickens to take the lead 24-17. Now, the Colts looking to even up the score or possibly go for 2 and win, but they've got to score a touchdown first with 2 minutes left to play. 4th and 3 here. Levi Wallace back on the field. Here come the Indianapolis Colts. Matty Ice with the most fourth quarter comeback since he entered the league in 2008. Looking over the middle, the pass is ricocheted and caught by Pittman. That's going to move the chains. That's going to move the chains. Pass was tipped, but it was caught That's going to move the chains there. I don't think they're going to bring out the chain gang. No, they're not. 1:40 on the clock here. Now things are this is the game here. That first down, this is a game situation for the Colts here. They need to score here. Here comes the rush. Oh, Highsmith strips Matt Ryan from behind. The ball's on the ground. Timeout. You got to call a timeout. Why is the clock still moving? Call timeout. That's stupid. Call time. Oh, my God. They're not going to call a timeout here. Indy's not going to call a timeout and regroup. You just took a sack fumble. You got to go call a timeout here. You're wasting time. What is Jeff Saturday doing? You're not in a position where they're letting the clock run. It's 2nd and 17. They're taking their sweet time. They at their 40-yard line. Granted, they're on Pittsburgh's side of the field, but they've got to utilize a timeout there and regroup. Matt Ryan is going to use his legs. Here comes old man Matty Ice. He's going to run it down to the 25. And now he goes down. You got to call a timeout. Call timeout. What the hell is Jeff Saturday doing? It's 3rd down. You got 3 timeouts. Call timeout. Oh, my God. They're going no huddle. They're not even going to call a timeout to regroup and figure things out. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor. Tackled in the backfield. What the fuck are the Colts doing? Now they call timeout with 30 seconds left. It's 4th and 3 again. What the hell are they doing? You got to call a timeout. How don't you call a timeout there? They picked up the first down. Then they happen to take a sack. They don't use a timeout. They wait until 30 seconds left. That's inexperience on Jeff Saturday. That's inexperience on Jeff Saturday. You got to call a timeout early. The moment they picked up the first down, they could have called the timeout fresh out the 2-minute warning. They took a sack. Matt Ryan strip sack from behind. They let the clock run. You call a timeout after taking the sack. You got 3 timeouts. You passed the 2-minute warning. You cannot hold on to your timeouts anymore. Good Lord. Now this is the game right here. What was the purpose of that? You got to call a timeout. And I told you guys this. How many times has it happened? At least one of the 3 primetime games we call. Somebody always has terrible clock management. Ryan's on the move, looking towards the end zone. Pass is broken up. I think the flag is coming out. No, it's not. It's broken up. No flags on the field. This game is over. Colts are losing. Pittsburgh picks up the W. Moreover, I win my parlay. I'm going to win my parlay. I think we might have just won ourselves some money. Sunny days. Everybody loves them. But for the Colts, can you stand the rain? I'm not standing no rain. I'm having sunny days because money, 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 money. It's got to hit my account. Ooh, Mike Tomlin, bold as fuck. The hell, he should have never took that hat off. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to pick up the W. One bad dog puts 2 on it. Said the overrated QB trifecta loss is here. Good Lord. The final knee down from Kenny Pickett. I may have lost on my final parlay. I may have lost on the parlay here for 3 for 60 because Chase McLaughlin did not get the Chase McLaughlin did not mess around and get that field goal. But let me tell you something right now. I got myself a W. I done turned $20 into $400 on Underdog Fantasy. If you guys have not already downloaded the Underdog Fantasy app, what are you waiting for? There's not too much for you to go out there and risk. Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis, and then they will match whatever deposit you put in up to $100. You put in 100, they'll give you 100. You put in 200, they'll give you 100. You put in 50, they'll give you 50. You put in 20, they'll give you 20. But you have an opportunity to just participate in simply higher or lower and on the pick'em, and you can mess around and win a little bit of funds. And today, I have got myself 400 Dura. I took 20 and I turned it into 40. We got, I should say I took 20, I turned it into 400. We got ourselves a W. Why is that? Because Steven Sims needed only 1 yard to cost me my parlay. Did he get it? No, he did not. Pierce did not have a single reception. Matt Ryan threw an interception. Gentry had under 7 yards. In fact, he had -4, and Gunner only had nada. That gets me $400. Not only did Pittsburgh get themselves a W, I also got myself $400. Run me my money. And you guys can run yourself some money, you guys can run yourself a little bit of money as well by clicking the link in my description, downloading the Underdog Fantasy app, then using promo code Adonis and getting yourself, situated there on Underdog Fantasy. They will match your deposit up to $100. Make sure you head over there and let them know the Chiseled Adonis sent you. But the Pittsburgh gets themselves the W here on Monday Night Football. Honcho, per 5 on say, hey Chiseled, how are you? Them Steelers got this. And did you watch Messi bail out Argentina versus Mexico? Of course. I watched the highlights. I did not watch the game, but I'm so happy that Argentina won. Jeffrey, I said Jeffrey. Peyton put 2 on. Said Jeff Saturday is on his best Brandon Staley. Ain't that the truth? Then Rage DMX 47 put 2 on. Said Pat McAfee preparing the excuses for Jeff Saturday. Indeed, he will be. And last but not least, one bad dog put 2 on. Said the overrated QB quadfecta loss is here. Indeed, it is. But I wouldn't necessarily go overrated, but we're gonna roll with it for now, because Pittsburgh got a W and I just got myself 400 Dura. Peyton put 2 on, said it should have been me, not him. It's not fair. Well, tough luck, buddy. Froze put 2 on, said Adonis eating 2 W's today. Indeed, I am eating 2 W's here today, and I love to see it. We got ourselves a huge W on Underdog Fantasy, and I am ecstatic. I can't wait to see everything go green momentarily. One way or another, the Pittsburgh Steelers get themselves a W. David said, am I doing a reaction to the W? Of course I am. I'm about to actually go and film my reaction right now. I'm not going to do it straight from here. Of course, I have to set up my banner and get all that stuff going. But one way or another, the Pittsburgh Steelers took care of business here on Monday Night Football, and they told the Indianapolis Colts to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because when the Colts, playing at home, thought they can get a W, what did they go out there and do? They stepped out and took an L. So to them, we say,
You lose.
I said, we say,
You lose.
Once more, we say,
You lose.
Because your quest of a comeback for Matty Ice was nothing but a
Failure. 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 Failure.
Failure. And there's no Thanksgiving leftovers for you. All you consuming tonight is nothing but what?
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. And because the Pittsburgh Steelers got a W and I won $400 on the parlay, call me a dancing nose pass, because tonight we hitting the dance floor like.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. 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 Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha.
Oh, yeah. Cha-cha now, y'all. Dancing nose pass. LeBron, hit a dance move, and then we're going to call on Eddie to take us out. I will see you guys in my reaction video that should be going live at approximately, I really want to say it'll probably go live immediately at 11:37. So let me go and set up the doggone camera, do my reactions, Pittsburgh getting the W, and then I shall see you guys in that premiere in approximately, let's say, 15 some minutes. I appreciate you guys. Have yourself a good night. Stay tuned tomorrow. Commentary on both the Colts and Steelers, and then also Packers and Eagles will be going live probably around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch you guys during the live stream on Wednesday when we recap what transpired during Week 12. The recaps of the past football games will be back. In the meantime, Eddie, take us out. Y'all have yourselves a good night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.